Back.
Big stretch.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'm just
Everyone get your stretches out.
gotta listen to my own music today. All right, that's fine. That's cool.
I feel like I'm missing something.
What's up?
Oh, I just feel like I'm missing something on my screen setup.
Is it a screen?
No, I'm like the way I like to do multiple screens.
I see.
Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum.
Okay. Well, I suppose
Lamau.
I should go ahead and ask what happened last session, and if that 3 is anything to go by, I think it was 1, 2, 3. Let's go for it anyways. Cole, what happened last time?
Oh my gosh, it's finally me. Alright. So, last time, we were traveling through the desert of Vaklistan, guiding some traders who didn't know, like, hey, maybe you should not go into the demons. I'm like, but what if we did anyway? I'm like, alright, fine, we'll drop you off at the town of Pit Stop, which is where we stopped. It was like, LOL, where is everybody? They're all inside, because they're secretly vampires, but we didn't know that yet. So we go in, Rocco buys a
Speak
cloak.
closer to your mic, please. Thank you.
Oh no, I just turned him up.
Yep, there
Hello.
it is.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so we go into this
Continue.
town. It's secretly inhabited by vampires. We don't know that yet. The traders move on. They get a escort from the dwarven god. We go to sleep, and then Quid is woken up by the gentle sound of his son punching him in the face, because the vampires are here to kill him, or present him to Balthazar da Arce. And then we slowly wake up and have a fight, but it doesn't go very well. And we all have to surrender because Ephraim's about to just get yeeted into oblivion. And so we do that, and then Balthazar teleports in. Is like, hey Quid, you ever hear of those old school ritualistic sacrifices? Yeah, I'm about to do that to you. And he just ripped his heart out. And
Yeah,
that was
some
it.
Lost Ark shit.
Yeah.
Temple of Doom. No, it's the new one.
Ephraim is not like bleeding out on the floor, but he's not dead. And then, yeah.
That's where we left off. Yeah.
So I suppose I should start off by
I thought the
asking-
homie picked him up. He canceled Cole.
Yeah, there were some people that essentially, they let you take his body, or Ephraim's unconscious body, stabilize him so he wouldn't die, and then they just, plopped him on a bed. So,
What a bunch of guys.
well, let's see. Is this the right one? This is the right one.
Whoa.
Do I get inspiration for that?
Nah.
You sure do.
Yay, I finally got one.
Hooray! Good job, Colt.
Yeah, Cole. That
I
was
worked
pretty
so hard for it.
accurate.
Thank you.
Alright, so I suppose we're gonna forcefully drag the players back here. It's a little messy, so we're gonna clean some stuff up. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. You two are still here. Those are you. Yeah, there's also a body in the corner, so, Alright. Well, last time, all that stuff happened, and now you guys are kind of just in the wake of Quidkey getting murdered. Then everyone goes to bed, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
So, I guess I should ask the 2 people in the party that are alive and conscious, what do they want to do? Because this is picking up right after Quidkey just got his heart torn out and is just dead in the corner in front of the inn.
So, if I remember correctly, this guy got unvampired, right?
Yeah.
everyone's been unvampired.
Everyone has?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It was the curse on all of them.
cool. I don't know why I thought it was only that guy, but okay. That changes things. Good to know. Never mind. Okay. In that case, I think Cord is just kind of stunned and honestly probably still kind of half asleep because this all happened when he was put under a magical sleep spell or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, he probably hasn't. He's probably not sure this is all real and actually happening yet. But I guess he's just gonna kind of groggily stand up, like beaten and bruised and bloodied, and just limp his way over to the bar.
You only took 9 damage.
Yeah, what the heck, man?
I'm being dramatic.
You got scratched.
You're gonna make a fucking performance on this motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Can we put our tokens back on the sheet for updating
Oh,
health and such?
sure. Yeah, if you want to, go ahead.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Doop-boop-boop-boop. Yeah, so when we leveled up, did that heal us or?
You're essentially going to be healed overnight. Essentially, what I'm doing is, in order of events, in order to get you guys back on the road, is to just kind of see how everyone's going to be handling the immediate fallout, and then what's next, followed by hitting the road. So,
Okay.
Mongrel will stand up.
Hey, look at
Look at our empired boy.
mm-hmm.
1 second to find the correct. There it is, I think. Einkill. Mr. Iron Fist.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any rags? We're going to need to clean him up before we
Oh,
bury him.
Of course. I can
And-
run over to the store and pick up some
Before you do,
towels, or perhaps I don't know, some kind of construction tarp.
give us our weapons back.
Oh. And he walks over to the chest, and he presents to your weapons.
Okay. I'll take technically my 2 swords, and a hand axe, I guess. But just my main greatsword, I'll just have that out. I'm not going to sheath it. I'm going to have it out this entire time.
Okay.
And I will look at my character sheet for a moment. So, Yeah.
Wait, did you delete your stuff? Or
Nope.
Okay.
I had an idea, but then I realized I don't think I have anything to do it with. So give me a second. While people do other things.
Listen, I just don't want. I'm tired, Mr. Ironkill. And I don't blame you for the actions that you've taken to get back to where you want to be in life, but I just need to get a couple of things done, and I need some towels and maybe a mop.
And,
I need to bury my old friend.
and he'll point at these two and just go, well, they will handle cleanup. You can come with me. And he'll hop over the bar, and he'll kind of like motion for you to like come out with him. But yeah, you're essentially just going to go next door, pick up the stuff you need, come back, and if you want to, bury Quid in the desert.
While they're gone, well, I have names. What's it's Riordan? Is that guy? Riordan.
Rick
Yeah.
Riordan.
So I just kind of want to next to him, just kind of be like, "Why did you spare him?"
And he looks at you, but kind of just like an empty expression and a very vacant look in his eyes. Like he wasn't, he knew what the outcome would be, but he still wasn't ready for when it would happen. And he just blinks at you and just goes, "Oh, why would I? I'm not a monster."
Right. Let me know if that helps you sleep at night. and I'm gonna go upstairs to Ephraim.
Okay.
Just in.
hmm
I'm assuming he's still unconscious.
He is unconscious, but you notice that his body's acting very strange.
Hmm.
Do I recognize this?
I mean, you could just look at it and notice that, like, the color in his skin is starting to drain, but he has a heartbeat.
Oh no.
It seems like something is either going on while he's sleeping, or he took a hit that has effects that no one here is aware of.
Oh boy. Can I wake him up?
You can try.
Roll to wake up.
I mean, you just start shaking him, but it's clear that he is super out.
Okay. I will just get like a washcloth from over here, bring it back, just kind of damp his forehead with it a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then go back downstairs. Stand right over him, like as imposing as I can be. Like, what's wrong with him? What'd you do to him?
Me? I didn't do anything.
Do I
I
believe him?
you could he's not lying, but if you really want to roll an insight, feel free to.
Well, if you say he's not lying, then all right.
Yeah, it's clear that like he looks genuinely confused by just like I didn't do anything. I may have
I'm gonna-
cut a little too deep, but I didn't.
I want to cut him off by grabbing him by the arm and dragging him up to him.
As you do that, nope, she's gonna stop you.
All right.
She's gonna walk over and grab your arm in response to that. And in very broken common, she's going to just say, "Enough death tonight."
If you believe that, then have him help my friend. If he dies, it'll be because of you. So I need him to help.
No hand off.
You first.
And she will only tighten the grip on that.
So I got 80 HP. I don't give a shit.
It's kind of hard to let go when you're squeezing my arm.
And to that, Riardo will kind of like gently touch her shoulder and just be like, "It's okay." And she'll let go of your arm.
And I'll let go of his.
Mm-hmm.
You have my word. As long as he doesn't try something, I won't hurt him.
She
As
will
long
down.
as he doesn't. But look at him. Go. Upstairs.
And he'll go upstairs with you.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know. And she just kind of like looks bewildered. I'm not a man of medicine or a man of cloth. I was
Yet-
just an adventurer, friend. I don't know. Did he have something before?
Are you trying to shirk responsibility for everything that happened tonight? It feels like you're trying to blow it off.
I was just doing a job.
You know, I had a job too. My job was
Yes.
to protect these men, take them up north. You've made my job very difficult.
Well, considering you let them go with a dwarf guard caravan, I'd say we both did our jobs tonight. Now then,
Not them. Hit Ephraim, Quid, all of them.
well,
Hope you understand where I'm coming from.
and I hope you understand where I'm coming from, friend. I'm just simply trying to survive out here. And I would hope that, and he'll look you up and down, a man from where you're from would understand that more than anyone. Honestly.
I've
And then
survived
go
plenty
back
long
down.
without making deals with the vampires.
Yes, I'm sure you have. And then he'll go downstairs again.
Come on, buddy. I'll try to pick up Ephraim and carry him out.
Alright, he's like a crumpled CPR doll in your arms. People can feel free to throw music in here if they really want. So
Oh, hour 33. Jesus. Okay.
Oh god, I have to think.
for now, yeah.
Flash.
Meanwhile, girl, what's going on?
Man, I'm tired.
Makes sense.
Sucks that Quid's dead. Man, that really sucks.
Yeah.
I need to wrap him up in a tarp,
Mm-hmm.
put him in a small grave
Mm-hmm.
with his knife.
Ankel will take you to like a little plot of land not too far away from the town, where you can see that there are a lot of kind of makeshift graves and headstones.
Yes, I suppose this will work fine. Do you have a shovel?
And he'll produce 2 shovels.
All right, let's get this over with.
Mm-hmm. And you
I
two
guess
start
maybe
digging
like
a hole.
like 10 or 15 minutes later, I guess, is when I'd show up with Ephraim. However long that would be.
You're taking him outside in some fresh air.
I don't want him to be in there.
All right.
I don't trust those guys.
All right, fine. You take him out, and yeah, you just see Corda walk up with the unconscious and probably still very damaged body of Ephraim.
What are you doing?
Do you really want to stay in there the rest of the night?
Yes. These people weren't the problem. Balthazar was the problem. A problem that won't be bothering us anymore. Because his problem is solved. His problem with Quidkey. Quidkey didn't sign the contract. A contract that I can't talk about.
That doesn't seem like a man who's easily sated.
He's not. But words written in blood are words that you cannot deny.
Did he sign it in his own blood? This contract that you don't need to tell me the details of?
Yes. He signed it in his own blood, and Quidkey did not. You do not have to worry about Sir Balthazar anymore. Please take Efren back to the inn. It's the best place for him right now. We need to make sure he's stabilized. And... oh, boy. Could I, he looks unwell, I suppose.
And he nods, and he'll just go like, we both brought this problem to each other's doorsteps. I can finish this grave. And he will continue digging and just kind of motion for you to just go back inside.
Thank you.
He nods and he just goes, quite understandably, my sleep schedule is a little messed up. And he goes back to working.
I just walk away. I'm not in the mood for jokes.
Okay.
As you both walk away, the camera pans back over to the back pocket of Ainko, and he will pull out a small notebook and make a little scribble and put it back in his back pocket. So yeah, the grave is finished. He puts the body in it, but he doesn't bury it. He's gonna wait until everybody is ready for that part, essentially. So
Okay.
the grave is finished. Everybody kind of rests for the night.
I would say I put Ephraim on a bed, and then if Margaret wants to come in too, you can. If you want to go and do his own bed, that's fine. But
well, lucky for you, there's a 3-person bed over here, so everyone can just sleep together.
Yeah. We can just set him on that bed.
Mhm.
And then just hang out in the room and try to get as much rest as we can.
I was just gonna say I would like move the table, whatever, just block the door, any entrances to get in, because I still do not. I don't. Cole knows this is probably fine, but Corda does not believe this is over.
That's fine. Corda's allowed to be paranoid, so yeah, everybody kind of settles in for the night. And now, Ephraim, let's go on a journey.
Oh boy.
Journey.
You awake?
Sorry, could I do one more thing real quick?
By all means.
I need to tie up Drusk to a barrel really, really tightly.
Oh yeah. If anything, upon seeing the unconscious body of do you actually go upstairs to try to find his body?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we left him up here.
Yeah, he got knocked out in here.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
All right,
Woo-doo.
all right. You go through the door, and Crust's body is no longer there.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Is he in this door?
Nope.
No.
Mhm.
Fuck. Oh no.
This window's broken though.
Oh boy. Oh no. That's bad news. If I look out the window, is there any noticeable sign? I know it's
There
night,
is.
but
There is a very noticeable sign. There is a deep drag in the sand that is indicative of somebody literally jumping out the window and then just dragging themselves across the sand for who knows how far.
Wow.
is that headed towards any place? Or just out into the desert?
It's just out in the desert. It's an aimless direction.
Oh boy. I don't have time to look for him now. Trask, I pray for you. I hope you find a free life. Maybe
Bleeds
we'll
out
see
in the
each other
desert.
again someday.
I'll just say while
If
it's
you
going.
can hear me far off in the starlight, know that Quidkey would have wanted you to live free. Don't hold grudges for this.
And you say this, and we cut to a still of the same scene, but it's a watercolor painting, and in the stars you can see a superimposed picture of Crust giving a thumbs up.
Cool.
Oh, he
Perfect.
did.
All right, well,
Nice one.
that story's closed.
For now, yeah.
And then I'll head back into this room and sit down and just contemplate that the whole world's coming down on me.
It's been rough.
I'm definitely not a healer, but I'm doing the best I can to try to take care of Ephraim while he's unconscious,
Mhm.
whatever that means.
Alright. And so
I've got some Advil, some
yeah, some Advil, you got a Tylenol,
CBD. I don't know.
got a little drip. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Got some alkaline water, followed by some alkaline batteries.
Followed by Alka-Seltzer.
Mm-hmm. This is
You might have a
champion
headache.
combo. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
Any
All right,
any nice
Gordon.
little good nights you guys want to exchange?
all right, Gordon. Listen, I know you don't trust these people anymore, and that's fair. But you should still be able to get some sleep. We can't help. You can't help him right now as he is. This needs time.
Is this all it is? Constant journeying and sudden death in the middle of the night?
Usually the death is much more vivid. More visceral. But I do not believe that Ephraim will be dead tonight. I believe he will be fine in the morning. Or at least awake. Understand, if you don't... I've brought you on this quest of my own greed. Of my own need for someone to help me. But
I
you
would say
don't
that-
have to continue it.
That entire conversation, Cord was he was listening, but he was looking and just kind of tending to Ephraim, and at that's when he finally looks up at you. It's like, what?
Corda was looking at his phone.
If
He's reading Twitter.
Gordon, if you believe that it would be better to return to Man King with Aieran in the morning, then that's what you should do.
I don't think
You
that
have
at all.
no need to fight for me. You have no need to die for me. I don't want you. I don't want anyone else to die because they've been traveling with me.
I admittedly have not been traveling with you all for very long. But I'm starting to notice a pattern. And for what it's worth, I don't think it's you. I know it can seem that way. From what I've heard, you've lost 3 friends already. Quid being the third, the only one I've had the pleasure of knowing.
Well, there was a fourth, but we don't talk about it very much. He might still be alive. Anyway,
I
sorry.
hope not.
What was your comment?
Smash cut to sun bleach bone, smash cut back.
Good.
I don't know if I ever... I think I mentioned my old tribe once or twice, but I never went into great detail. I didn't leave. I was told to leave. I was kicked out of the tribe because they were afraid of... I don't know what you would call it. They were afraid of adversity. More, to be fair, life in the mountains, as I'm sure you're aware, isn't exactly easy, so adversity comes in spades. And there's no shame in wanting to avoid any further, but
Yes.
there is a point where it reaches an extreme, so to speak. And I couldn't stomach it.
I think I can understand that.
I don't... Admittedly, it feels... I don't know if I can say I necessarily feel an obligation to this task yet, because it's been only a short amount of time. In that short time, I feel like we've done at least some good. And I think Quid truly believed in that. Whatever that was. Whatever this mission is.
I appreciate that. Think on it.
For what it's worth, I've enjoyed, for the most part. There have been certain nights that haven't been as enjoyable, but I've been alone for so long, and you seem to be on the side of good. And I was not kind to your boss when I first met him, or the first couple of times I met him, I guess.
That's understandable. He's a bit of a strange character. And he was having his own problems when he was... Wait. You met him?
Hebai?
Yes.
How
How do you know Hebai?
I don't know if I ever got his name, but yes, I met him after I first arrived to Menking.
Oh.
I just kind of brief him on the whole he sent us to the ruins thing, and just everything kind
Wow.
of happened there.
Interesting.
And he was quite distraught when we found him. I think this was the same day that your 2 friends died in that tower.
Yeah, well... Yeah.
And I wanted to help more because for once in my life, I felt like I was doing something good. Doing something to help someone that wasn't myself. And he denied me. He strictly told me to stay out of it. And I'm not entirely sure why I was so insistent on ignoring him other than outright spite. But Ephraim and I, as you know, met up with you.
Yes. Yes. I think Hebai, too, has seen enough of death.
I'm starting to understand that now.
Perhaps he believes that he is partially to blame for all of it.
Do you think he is?
I don't know. There's a thing in. Perhaps this is above my philosophical intelligence, if you understand, but I don't know if the people who direct wars are directly responsible for the people who die in them. Perhaps partially. But they didn't use the knife to kill them.
I suppose not. And what would you say of the soldiers standing next to the friend that die? Would you say they're responsible for the death? Not
No.
for the adversaries, but for the men standing next to them.
No, I doubt anyone is at fault.
I wouldn't say that either. I think you've had a very bad run of luck. But luck and fault are two very different things.
Thank you, Corton. It means a lot.
Oh my
Now-
god, just kiss already.
All right.
I know this. All
Come on,
these
come on, come on.
times I was
Kissy,
trying
kissy,
to
kissy, kissy.
not say anything sexual.
And then go to bed.
Mhm.
Do my best to fall asleep. Would kind of have a hard time of it, but I'll probably get there eventually.
It takes a bit, honestly, but eventually your body just kind of just gives out under the weight of exhaustion and stress, and you just kind of pass out. Okay. It's time for me to take over the soundtrack.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Let's
Aw.
go. Let's go on a journey.
maybe it'll work when I
Oh,
open
This
it.
never
website is
mind.
no way associated with Watch Together.
Oh, never
Wait,
mind.
what?
Oh, okay. That's a new one.
That's stupid.
Wow, I've never seen that in my life.
What
That's
happened?
fine. I guess we'll just reset everything then,
Sure.
just to buy more time for people to buy more music.
Wait, I put in a song, but it didn't go. You cut it off. Eh.
Get
Yeah, I
right.
know, but that's at the end.
Oh, okay. I thought you were waiting for your song.
No,
Okay.
I'm just gonna restart the playlist. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Watch Together still worked for me. Okay.
I mean, I just put it in.
Okay, I know. I'm giving
Yeah.
people more time to put more stuff in.
Okay.
So,
Aw.
it's been a little journey. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
Beep.
Oh.
Oh
Pop.
boy.
Bink.
Oh.
You wake up into a cold feeling hitting your face, Ephraim. And when you groggily and very sorely lift yourself, you find that you are on a boat that has reached a destination of sorts.
What?
Your what echoes for quite a
What?
distance.
What? What?
What?
It is horrifically silent. Even the waves hitting the stone and what seems to be the shore barely makes a sound in comparison.
So Ephraim's he's in that kind of weird state where you're too confused to be frightened, I guess.
Mm.
It's in shock.
And he'll
Literally, just a little overwhelmed.
Yeah, this is. Describe the. Is it like snowy here?
It's okay. Yeah, I should say that like that's not snow, that's ash.
Ash. Okay.
Like it's kind of like it feels like you woke up and then like with your face in the fireplace essentially, and then like you're confused. There's ash like still on there. No sign of any traces of anything. The stone steps, however, are immaculate. Barely look touched. And yet they still show signs of age.
So okay, about what do I have on me? First of all, also
Everything.
all of my stuff. Cool. Well,
Yeah.
I'm assuming everything I had when I got knocked out.
Yeah, you still have all your stuff on you. All your equipment that you would have normally, you still
Oh,
have it on you.
Okay. Cool.
So
Okay. I would like to kind of peer over to the side of the boat and see like how deep it is.
Okay. You look over the side of the boat and it's black.
Hmm.
Inky, dark blackness.
Okay. I'm going to very, very, very carefully try to step from the boat onto the steps.
Yeah. It's a bit of a hop, but it's fine. You hop on it. A little bit of the questionable liquid gets on your cape, but it's nothing of concern. You hop over, and your steps kind of echo on the impact of the stone. Yeah.
I guess I'll go up the steps and enter the building. It doesn't seem like there's anything else here.
Yeah, you go up the steps and you feel your feet compressing the ash, and it collects on your soles. And you look down, you see that like you're leaving footprints, and that's about as far of interest as it goes. All right, now for the fun part. Scroll down.
Okay.
You may want to zoom out a little bit in order to get the whole picture in there. But yeah, this is two. This is like two things essentially slammed together. But yeah, you walk into a disheveled temple of sorts. And yeah, like suddenly, just all you see now is just the dark, cloudy overcast. It is pierced through a singular beam of light. And then, this is going to look very silly in comparison to the artwork, but you're going to have to work with me here. You're going to start hearing a rasping sound. You're going to just hear. And when you step up, you see that awaiting you on top of the stairway is this speaker.
Oh.
We're going to just blow this picture up a little for everyone to just
Whoa.
get a nice big eyeful.
Ooh,
No.
nice skelly boy.
Oh man, what a cutie!
And this figure kind of like, honestly, is it he actually be that tall? No, actually, it would be a lot smaller than that. Yeah, this figure is kind of turns to greet you and just goes, "Ah, you're here at long last."
Have you been expecting me?
Well, maybe not you, but perhaps I have been expecting someone. Have you come to listen to an old, forgotten being story?
Ephraim just kind of nervously looks side to side. It's like, is this a Kalios thing?
Agos. No. No, no, no. It has to do with that. And the skeletal hand will point at your kind of like your traveling backpack, kind of knapsack, whatever you want to call it. Your traveling pack that is starting to glow very brightly.
I will fumble around in my pack to see what the source of the glow is.
Somebody in the kitchen has decided now's a great fucking time to like use the food processor.
Oh, it's always a good time for a smoothie.
Don't hear it.
Gotta make protein.
It's unspooky. Don't worry about it.
It's very kind of off-putting because I'm like, all right, we got to do it, and then it's just like, but anyways, but yeah, when you look in your when you look inside your pack, you'll see that the book you carry is just brightly glowing.
Oh, it's the what was it called? What was the name of the book? I thought I had it in my items. Boop, do you remember what it was called? Like, did it have a name?
Did I already delete that? May have already deleted the handout, but you should have had something
Yeah, I thought I had it
on your
added,
character sheet.
but bio? No.
Let's check your big stuff. Oh, it actually isn't.
Hmm.
Huh. Alright. It's in there. Go to sense. It's not even in your items.
Yeah.
Huh. Alright. Well, I suppose I'll go ahead and just tell you now. It is the first tomb of Trenticus.
Ah. Is it tome? That's what's interesting you?
Indeed. That tome is the key to righting so many wrongs.
Well, if you're implying that something terrible has happened and I can help fix it, well, it's only right of me to at least hear you out, I suppose.
And it will kind of like rasp for a while, and then kind of like ask for you to follow him. I guess it is a better word for it at this point, but yeah, it kind of leads you out to kind of like a broken archway that gives you a view of, well, what you were expecting to see was the black, damp sea from before, but instead it's just fog. Just fog horizon. You can't even see the other side of the island. You can't even see the water. And all you can see is just the one beam of light that cuts through the clouds and shines on this bleak little spot.
Sir Skeleton, where are we? I was in Valkistan last I remember.
Yes, your physical body is. I have taken the opportunity of using your near-death experience to bring your soul here to the afterlife temporarily.
So, oh, thank the gods I'm not dead yet.
It's not your time, but I thought this was a good opportunity. And perhaps this is the time to start sharing truths to help bring me back.
Who are you exactly?
And, the expressionless face will look at you and rasp out the response of, I am Trenticus.
Ooh.
Oh, snap.
What?
Looking kind of
And-
thin.
And he will continue to explain what happened. Tell me, young one, in your heart, do you believe the teachings of Trenticus that you were raised with?
Protect the weak. Mercy to the defeated? Yes, of course.
Yes. But what about the rest? Is there even a rest anymore?
Well,
I thought not. I thought not. Once upon a time, I was the one who casted the shadow. But now, I have become the shadow been returned, replaced by and you'll see that as it speaks, you notice that like a little bit of the arm bone becomes undone and starts to fade away into dust. And it kind of takes a moment to stabilize itself before continuing. What do you know of what do you mortals call it? The War of the Mad God.
Well, I admit I know less than I care to admit. The survivors were always so tight-lipped about it. But from what I understand is that the orcs made claims on the rest of the world, and with the power of their god at their back, they made an effort to succeed on this claim. And with the help of Dagi and I believe Kalios, you were able to strike him down, breaking their strength, so to speak.
Yes. So far, you are following but simple truths. The events are there. But what of the outcome? Do you know how I slayed the orc god?
Well, with a magic sword.
No. Yes, but also no. I had many weapons, many of which did not last the fight. But a bow and arrow, a warhammer, and a sword did make it. Do you know the fate of these weapons?
I can't say that I do, no.
Interesting. Let me tell you what happened. I disposed of them, tossed them aside to be forgotten, and the mortal kingdoms, instead of letting them lay there, decided to take them home, use them as a sign of power. Such a simple thing that corrupts and deviates power.
Well, you can hardly blame them. A weapon wielding.
Those weapons were made from my essence. Emotions, very negative and powerful. They were made from my righteous fury. But fury itself is made up of anger. And these weapons would sow my own fate. It corrupted the rulers of this land, blindingly breaking their ambitions to eclipse their own ego. And now I am all but forgotten, as the kingdom of man has created an aspect of Trentkis, my own shadow that eclipsed me in strength, as the people worshipped him and the new teachings. They forgot about me, and being forgotten as a god is but one step away from death.
Ephraim's fucking shocked right now. He just kind of blew his mind. And What would you have me do?
You're already walking the path, whether you know it or not. And he will motion to your tome with an open palm and just go, Child, have you never thought to wonder why you were able to speak the language of the gods?
I figured that would be just a cosmic coincidence, I suppose. Whoever found it first. Maybe?
No, my child. The book is written in celestial.
Oh,
And I can tell you, the people that can speak that language, well, and he looks at his skeletal hand. I can count them all on here.
why can I read it?
Because you were born to carry a fate to help this world. You were made to help bring me back and correct the wrongs I have done. But I am too weak. Do you know what you stand upon?
I'm afraid not, no.
This would be where my followers' souls would come to in their demise.
It's so empty.
Yes. A god's existence depends on the faith of the followers. Without it, we're but. And he he lets the thought kind of trail off. I need to correct the wrongs I've done. I need my own redemption. And to do that, I need your help.
I'm gonna roll insight on this one.
Alright.
Inside a god, what a Chad.
Okay. There's something extra here. But you do know that one thing is true, and that is whatever he's telling you is the truth. Because you can also see that this is a desperate, decrepit being that does wish to make the rights correct. But as to how far that goes, that's kind of left up to doubt.
I'm gonna kneel.
Alright.
Okay, this is epic.
What would you have me do?
And it will slowly descend, and it will put a skeletal hand on your shoulder. It's such a frail thing, but it feels like the weight of the world is quite literally on your shoulder as he just goes, You must change the faith of the lost and teach them the right ways of living. The book will teach you, and you already practice it, even if you're not aware of it.
I will do this to my utmost, my lord.
And indeed. But your soul is already strained enough, and I fear that the scars that will remain on them will be felt. I cannot keep you here much longer, lest I am found out.
Before you send me back, I have one question.
Quickly.
That day in the village, was that you? Was it you who saved my life?
Yes. Yes. And he will he will produce a disgusting rusted over cleaver, and he will cut the palm of your hand on it, and he will take your hand and he will slap it on the bone temple of his forehead,
Oh.
and he will just go, "You are my chosen. Save this world." And then he will push you off the cliff.
Oh shit.
And as soon as you hit the water, you're back. The sun is gleaming in through the window, and it's kind of hitting your face. And you're back. You're the first one up.
In a panic, I'm gonna check my hands.
There is a deep cut
Oh.
that's on across one of your hands. And to make matters even worse,
You have gangrene.
it looks like it's been there for a very long time, almost like a birthmark of sorts.
Oh. So is it like bleeding? Or it's just
No,
like an old scar?
there is no pain. It just looks like it's always been there.
Scheiße.
Oh.
Oh god. Oh, that wasn't a dream.
Also, you're very, very fucking sore. You got drained yesterday.
Yeah, I got
So,
tapped pretty hard.
but yeah, everyone has the benefits of a full rest, and
Hooray!
Yeah, get my spells back.
the next day is upon you. And yeah, we're just gonna fast forward from here just to kind of hit the next notes. But yeah, you guys essentially, Einkill makes you a meal, but has essentially left the inn, saying something along the lines of, he's going to give you guys a little bit of space, and feel free to take whatever supplies you need on the road.
And I'm assuming that the other two have informed me on the situation.
Yeah, they deliver the message, and they've kind of already had like crates of basic supplies like rations, food, water skins, just like very general stuff. There's like the odd like hey here, sorry we killed your friend kind of thing, of like a barrel of wine and stuff like that. But
That's nice of them.
Bad. I guess I will load up as much scrap metal as I can find onto this cart so that
Alright.
I can forge away my stresses. You know how
Okay.
like depression eat a chocolate cake?
Oh.
I'm just gonna forge several shields.
Okay.
Nice.
Well,
Oh.
that's going to be essentially what you're doing on the road. But for now, what you guys are doing are packing. The next thing on the list is the burial of Quid Key. So.
Right.
Okay.
Oh right, now I get to update.
Skyrim ragdoll him.
Hooray! Updated.
All right.
Loot his corpse inventory screen.
So now I get to backspace on that, and now I get to copy and paste this. Thanks, GM Notes.
You're welcome.
Why is that ceremony spell not a cleric thing? What the hell?
Is it not? I thought it was.
No!
Oh, it's a Tasha's spell.
Oh, that'd be why.
Yeah.
Get wrecked.
It's a really cool RP skill, though. I mean,
It's kind of silly that
spell.
it's weird that it's a spell, but whatever.
All right. There we go. Save changes. And now... Oh. Oh, all the font's big. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I
Alright.
can figure out how to change font size in Roll20.
Hmm?
I can figure out how to change font size in Roll20.
Oh, I just do header. I just change header styles. But yeah. This handout is now updated.
Eek.
Hey.
That's a cool design.
That's a nice guy.
And because I'm just the greatest DM who can very regularly provide people with up-to-date handouts, there's also this now.
Yeah?
Nice.
Yeah?
Nice, nice.
Very nice, very nice.
Copy. And now I get to
Yes.
replace all of that mystery with actual stuff.
Oh,
Yay.
And now we do this. There you go. It's still not much, but it's there.
yeah.
I mean, it's concise. I mean, we don't know anything else.
But it's there. On top of that, if you're wondering where the true Trenicus handout is, well, it's somewhere.
But you're about to tell us where it is.
Well, it is, but
I mean, the location of the.
It don't take a genius to find where the handout itself is located. So
I'm
It's
gonna go to events.
It's under stealth NPCs.
Everything's under Stoke now. We never left.
everything that no one's ever.
Wait, it's all Stoth? Always has been.
Oh, we gotta
Always had.
matrix our way out. Okay.
So, but yeah. What else? Is there any other like little bits people want to throw in there? Like you guys are packing up, and then like before the official burial of Quidkey.
The whole time Ephraim's not. He hasn't had quite a 1,000-yard stare, but like kind of a 200-yard stare, maybe. Like,
Corda's fighting the urge to burn the inn down the entire time.
yeah, understandable.
Gonna stress wink.
Mongrel's just tired.
Yeah.
Mongrel will give the same speech in the morning that he gave to Corta in the evening. That
Mm-hmm.
listen, you really don't have to stay with me if you feel like you have better things to do. Go.
Listen, Mongrel.
Leave me.
I will be completely
I
honest.
don't want to carry your death on me.
I'll be honest with you, Mongrel. This expedition has not gone as well as I was hoping. But I still feel more useful out here than I would be back in Mon King. So no, I will not be going back.
A small part in Mongrel is like, oh god, thanks. Perfect. I can't do this on my own. And in Mongrel in real life is like, very well then.
Let's just go.
Let's get Quid buried and then we can leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess we make our way to the gravesite.
As you open the door to the inn, this figure comes in. What's good, home skillet?
No.
Oh no!
Triticus!
Wake up again. No,
What
no.
are you doing here?
Sitcom music
you-
starts playing.
I brought cookies.
Yakety sax in the background.
Oh, hi, Molly.
yeah.
Hello.
Oh, they're just like, I'm here now. It's
You
not a
open the
real
door and
session.
Molly jumps through.
Oh my gosh, golden retriever ally. So,
Roll for pets.
CR1A.
all the pets. But yeah, it's essentially just open grave, tarp covered body at the bottom of like an 8-foot pit. So like, all that's left is push the dirt on top. So
And that's what I will be doing for the next little bit.
Okay.
Dirt, 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 dirt. Quinn, I'm sorry it ended this way. I still don't exactly know what you wanted out of this life, but I appreciate that you were getting it from me. Oh man, I hope Krusk is alive and not killing anybody.
He's just gonna be murder hoboing his
Hey.
way across the country. Godspeed, you madman.
One girl winces at the thought of what could be happening to Krusk at this any given point in time. Maybe it's best to leave it from my memory.
That's a great question. Real fast. Quick key. Choose a color. Red,
Purple.
blue, green, yellow, white, death.
What?
Well, that's not a
I'm
color.
not familiar with that one.
Unfortunately, it is in this case.
Oh. That really makes me want to pick it for some reason.
I mean, I don't blame you. It's the most jarring one, but it's up to
Yeah.
you.
I'm gonna pick, was green one of the options?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll pick green.
Okay. That will come into play eventually.
Eventually.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Perfect.
So, with that all being said, anyone else have any last closing thoughts with their time with Quid Key?
Yes.
I realize we didn't exactly start on the best foot. But I'm glad I at least had the opportunity to fight alongside you.
I am
Take care, Quid.
the first time I met you, you threw me to the ground, and then I threw you to the ground. That's all I could have ever asked for.
And then he called the cops on you.
The cops are just standing right there. Yeah. And I guess I would maybe back then I probably would have. I probably maybe should have declared this earlier, but I would say I just would have gotten like a drink or something and brought it out, and
You have a complimentary mug.
yeah.
We do have a
I know
bottle of
you
wine.
never. I know you said you were not very religious, but before you died, you told me of someone who watches over the outcasts. So, if he's out there, I hope you find him, and if not, well, I'm happy to call you a friend either way. And I'll down the drink in his honor.
I'm going to produce from my cloak something that I had but didn't tell everyone that I had. It's pull my finger.
Yes.
Aw.
Corda, could you put on the handle of this real quick?
Finger of death. Instant.
Sure, I'll pull on the handle.
Right. It was Quidkey's last finger. We've pulled Quidkey's last finger, and then I throw the dagger at his corpse, and we keep burying him.
Okay. Now there's this is gonna tell one weird story when somebody ever finds this body, because it looks like there's a body wrapped with a tarp, and then a knife sticking out of the tarp into the body. So
Wonderful. You'd like that.
I think it's what he would have wanted.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. So
the order of operations for this death must be incredibly strange.
and then when they open the tarp, they'll see that his heart's been ripped out.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like
What a weird
like a
fucking
wonder ball.
body. Jesus.
Well, lucky
What
grave
happened
robbers.
here?
And
To get Eric Krokra bones, a magic knife, like that's real loot right there.
mm-hmm. All right. So the body is buried, and as everybody starts loading up in the carts, you start hearing faint little chirps as the cockatrice chick
Fuck, I forgot
Kinda
about the cockatrice.
kind of sticks its head out and starts like chirping
Oh,
in a very shrill fashion.
Poor thing.
speakers. At least I still have you with me. I don't know what to do with you yet.
It cares not for your affection. It wants food.
Have a piece of bread.
It will gobble it down greedily. It is now thirsty.
I will pet him
It does
in
not
the-
want your pets. It wants water.
Oh no. I guess I have we have a barrel of wine now. That's probably not
it's-
something you'd
yeah.
give a cockatrice.
Mm.
Have a barrel of water probably for the long trip. Let's just give him a sip of that.
You get a little bit of water. The bird is now hydrated. The bird is now taken care of.
Wonderful.
Tamagotchi now.
Quitcher left us a checklist of things to keep watch of.
Okay, so to Larklistan.
All right.
I believe that if we keep following this road and we verge a little bit to the left when the path intends,
Mm-hmm.
we should be there eventually.
And eventually
long
it
as-
is. As
Yeah.
everyone piles into the wagon and is off on the next step of their adventure. And it takes you all. I'm gonna let you know that everybody woke up like around noon, cause man, that was a rough night. So you guys slept in pretty hard, and it's around 6 hours later that eventually you see. Well, you pass by one thing first. I'm not going to immediately declare what the party's intentions are, because the entrance to Vaklistan is right ahead. But right next to it seems to be a bunch of wagons and a bunch of tents set up. So, that's there off to the side. The main gate to Vaklistan is right before you. It takes about a half an hour more to reach there, and you all see this.
Oh, Petra.
Hooray!
Oh,
Nice place.
nice. Wow.
And
Best tier wonder.
the only thing that stands before you is a small little booth directly in front of the stairs. And there seems to be just a single dwarf that looks very tired.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
Perhaps we should stop by this, well, I don't know. I need to put my Ferdinand cloak on.
All
Oh,
right,
yeah.
put on your disguise. Bam. Disguise on. Sailor Moon sequence start. Bam. And then when you come out, you're now a fully cloaked person wearing a mask.
I'll do the same with like the hood and the scarf.
Okay. And yeah, your wagon gets close. There are no. This is once again. This whole thing is weird because it's very clear, as indicated on the map, and through just the display kind of shows. This is the entrance to Vaklistan, but there's only one guy essentially riding on a box in front of the stairs. No guards. No nothing.
Huh. Perhaps we should ask him what's happening?
Sounds a good idea.
Everybody
Erfurm,
kind
what do
of-
you think?
Yeah, it may as well, I suppose. I don't really know what's going on here.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, hello. Welcome to Vaklistan. Papers, please.
Oh no.
Papers, what?
Papers, please.
If we need
Dun, dun.
papers,
I got some Soviet music for this. Hold on.
we need papers to get into a
Just
city.
put Papers, Please soundtrack on.
That's what I was.
Hi
going
there.
for.
Oh, there we
Hi
go.
there, it's me, the DM here.
Hey.
Multiple times been talking about going to Vaklistan through NPC interactions,
right.
especially.
Mm.
There's
I've underlined
It's
the
a
importance of having trade visas.
I thought we
right.
got one for some reason. Huh.
We did not.
Oh, okay.
You
Right.
let the people who were going to let you in, and you sent them away. So
Oh,
Oh
oops.
no, we're idiots.
Well, it was for their own safety.
Oh no.
Good guy points.
so he looks up from the paper, and he just goes, Vaklistan currently is not accepting any more refugees, people fleeing, or people visiting. The only people we are dealing with is traitors. So if you are a traitor, we need your papers.
I am a smith. I have my guild sigil. I'm here to work.
Pretty tall for a dwarf.
If you don't mind me asking, fleeing from what? We're from, not quite from around here.
Well, that's where everyone's coming from.
We're from the Fire Nation colonies.
People think that Woklistan is the place to be, to find refuge from threats, various kinds, bandits. Woklistan has its own issues. We
Purple
prefer to
demons,
keep it
perhaps?
that way. Yes, it's not secret.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
Voklusen in need of help against these demons?
No.
Yeah, we were attacked by a band of exploding bugbears on the way here.
Unfortunate. That's probably why the campaign is still going on against the bugbears.
There it is.
Well then, I would ask that you politely turn around and come back if you ever come across your trading visa.
I'm sorry, you said the campaign against the bugbears because some of them are turning into demons?
What?
Demons, you say? No. But I imagine that the bugbears are getting desperate and trying anything now. Who knows? But if there's one, if they are truly demons, well, I'm sure that we can handle it.
I am. All right. Well, hmm.
Well, you said you're looking for traders. We happen to trade in muscle and blade.
Well then, I'll have to add you to the list. And whenever a new position opens up, we will get back to you.
What is the waiting list on that?
Names,
Oh, well, I am
Uh,
Ephraim.
name of your group,
Uh,
if you are a trading company.
oh, we don't. I kind of motion for us all to huddle together.
Yeah. 1 second, sir.
Mm,
A name? We've never had a name before.
Mark, you're really quiet for me.
And it's 'cause
Yeah,
I'm
you're a
whispering.
little quiet for me as well.
You're gonna have to boost a little bit now.
That's because I'm
bass boost that.
whispering. That's why.
Yeah, I thought
no.
you were, but it was like whispering. Unless you meant it to be like
Whisper
unintelligible.
louder.
Okay,
You've
alright.
been quiet for me.
ASMR it.
All right, up the gain.
Stage
All right,
whispering.
there we go. All right,
Stage whispering.
we've never had a name. What do we?
Oh, it's good.
Do you have ideas?
No.
He buys hand.
That's not bad.
That'll do. Oh, okay.
This is-
He percent.
Easy.
Oh, I had a good one.
That's too bad, Quint. You're kind of dead.
I know. I was gonna say. I wanted to say brother bear later, but
All right. Well, our group is called He buys hand.
He buys hand. Okay.
Yes.
Well, he buys hand. You are currently in position 256 of the queue.
knew it.
Okay.
What is the general?
And how quick do you go through this queue?
Yes.
We haven't moved in weeks.
Very good.
Huh.
Goes in
All
dwarf
right.
ears.
If you want to, feel free to join the others waiting. They've made a little encampment not too far from here. Probably past it.
We will do that for now. This isn't my first time in Rocklistan, but it has been since this new trading policy has been enacted. How long has the demon rift been this palpable?
He will look up with you with the look of somebody who has been on shift for about 12 hours and just say, I have no idea what you are talking about or referring to. Please do not spread false information. Everything is fine. And he will go back to looking at the paper.
What? What do you mean?
Perhaps we might be better
Can
Can
off.
you not
Maybe-
feel it?
maybe we'd be better off just finding other ways. Maybe we should go check back with that camp.
I'm sure they have looser tongues there.
All right.
Bureaucratic.
How do you know what that word is?
I don't know. I just learned it. Books Razzle speaks through me.
Powerful.
Well, I guess
Oh no.
we'll be back in 227th.
Yes. Don't worry. We will keep updates on if people leave.
Thank you.
Mm.
I guess we'll
Head
drive
to the
back.
camp.
Yeah. In half an hour back, you guys end up pulling up into an encampment. Very tired. So, let's switch gears a little.
All right.
Alright. We are going to cut to the middle of... Well, there's no other words to put it other than an ounce of bad info and a lot of angry people. As we cut to a very frosted over and snowy mountain pathway in which a group of adventurers is currently being assaulted by a mixture of what seem to be beastmen and large furry creatures with white fur, sharp claws, sharp teeth, and very short tempers.
Oh, it's a bear.
Alright. So, I'm going to continue using this map for the sake of Theater of the Mind, but I'm going to drop some tokens.
Hooray.
Hooray.
Wow.
So, here we go. You are going to see the following characters, as they are going to be introduced in sequence of action. You will see a large furry torso suddenly have its torso dented with blows, as you will first see this character.
Oh, it's that guy.
Hey, it's that guy.
As he is delivering a rapid flurry series of blows to one of these yetis, as another yeti sneaks up behind him and tries to pierce through his torso with a claw, but just at the last minute we see him kind of like, almost as if there weren't any bones in his body, kind of enter a weird flow-like stance, and the claw, instead of piercing through him, travels along his side and instead hits his ally, and just donutting the yeti.
Oh no.
And he'll turn around and he'll just go, "That was a bad idea." And then he'll start rapid firing it until it's just full of just fist bumps in its chest. And it'll look up and just go, "Do you have yours?" And then he will, instead of getting a response, get an annoyed grunt, as you will see this character.
A pirate.
Oh my gosh, it's a red mage.
What? Oh, I don't get that reference. Sad
As we
boys.
will see a full-blooded elf, clad in a red coat and wearing a tricorn, with a scimitar in one hand and another scimitar in the other hand, start seamlessly fending off these yetis. As you see, just one scimitar comes down and cuts the hand off, another scimitar goes through the jaw and just lops it off. And then the other one tries to just come at it, and it just kind of hunches down, sticks both scimitars through the torso, and just flings it upwards over its shoulder. And the yeti is dead. And it quickly adjusts its coat and kind of leers at the joyous monk who's already back to drinking. And
Outstanding.
quickly we pan upwards to see that there are two more figures having a bit of a brief excursion. As we see these two. We see a large hulking dragonborn, weapon in hand, cleaving through these creatures until eventually the weapon gets jammed up, gummed possibly, in the insides of one. As we see a yeti grab onto the blade, let out a roar, and try to smack this dragonborn in the face before it gets zapped with electricity. and we are introduced
Ooh.
to a much smaller, in comparison, kobold.
Ooh.
And they seem to be having a little bit of back and forth between each other, as it's very clear to see that they are fighting many more Yetis than the other people in their group. As the camera slowly pans out to show that they are at least surrounded now by a dozen, and they look at each other and nod, and the Dragonborn rears its head back and breathes fire all over the kobold and across this group of people, only to reveal that the flames retract before hitting the Yetis, and that instead this small kobold is harnessing the fire into a small singular marble, one so small you would barely think it is capable of the destruction it is about to unleash, as it simply screams out in a shrill voice, just, "Get fucked!" And they'll throw it,
Oh my.
and it'll explode into a gigantic cloud, the remnants of which will be visible by the last character we will see, who has seemingly been separated from the group and is currently working on his own. A very stout dwarf, wielding a sword that shimmers in the light. As it turns out, one bad bit of information was that the abandoned lycanthrope colony that was supposed to be a shortcut wasn't abandoned, but it's soon about to be, as the entire village is currently trying to rip the head off your shoulders. But they are finding some difficulties as greatsword that you wield with, well, no other words to describe it, a fierce stance and ruthless tenacity. It cuts through their flesh, and it sears the wounds shut without any hopes of regenerating from this. Not like any of them were going to be walking away from this. As you are cleaving through these lycanthropes in waves and waves and waves. Eventually, all is still and silent as you are surrounded by just body parts and gore, and you wipe yourself clean as you hear the shrill voice of the Kobold Wizard speak up and just go, "It was supposed to be easy, fuck!"
But it was. Ah, ha, ha.
And as you say that, you look up to see that where the village is located is indeed on a quick pass-through. It's a little walkway, one that a lot of, well, smarter adventurers wouldn't dare go through, but if you need to get somewhere in a hurry, well, it's right there. And as we cut to everybody walking through this small pathway tunnel through the side of this mountain, you come out and we see on the horizon the entrance to Vaklistan, and what greets them, instead of biting cold winds, is harsh, blistering desert sands and heat. And then, well, because I wasn't expecting to bring all these tokens out, delete, delete, delete,
No.
Yeah, oopsies.
delete, and delete, we will see, bada bing, transition. All right. In the bottom left corner, you wake up
Oh no.
as you wake up and you glance around, and we get the very traditional movie editing thing of 2 weeks later, as you are set up in the camp alongside many other traders and refugees trying to get into Vaklistan.
You know, he's just kind of like just sitting there, and he's like, and he's kind of moving around in like that way where you don't want to do something, but you're like, I have to, and you're like, just really tired, you know? Like, I've already done so much crap already. I'm done with this bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah, you'll notice that the people you have been leading through Vaklistan have been, well, they've been easy to work with. It helps when the people you're paid to escort know how to actually fight and don't get themselves killed. or lose their will and run away in the middle of the night, because that means that's a job not finished, and a job not finished means less money. So,
Indeed.
yeah. But yeah, you wake up and the adventuring group is, you know, I'm not going to say they're looking impatient, but they just kind of are accepting of the situation at hand. There's not much more they can do. And you certainly weren't expected to get turned away with this new nonsense of travel visas, so.
Um, so what's our next move?
The tall dragonborn will speak up and just go, I'm not entirely sure.
We're gonna have to get in one way, but I don't want to go end up fighting the whole dang dwarf border patrol.
Mm-hmm. You are quite aware of this, but the reason why the entrance to Vaklistan is so underguarded is because to get in, well, without deactivating all the runes that make up the tiles to get in, is very hard to do. And walking through there is essentially like walking through a minefield. So, you know for a fact it's a lot harder getting in than just knocking on the door. So,
Sure.
but yeah.
Yeah.
As the Dragonborn speaks up and just goes, I simply wish that we had a better idea of what we were doing. It's not like we're simply going to have some traders come by and we can simply mug them. I've seen some of these people attempt that. Doesn't go well for anyone. And then the monk will yell out some indistinguishable gibberish and then slam his head against the table and then just pass out.
Oh,
There he goes.
This one
Must
is
be tired.
This one is coolly leaning against the tent flap, even though it should not be able to be leaned against. He's somehow managing it.
fucking elves.
That past 20 decks be like.
But, yeah. As this discussion's going on, it seems like another wagon is pulling up. And it's carrying some new faces.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Ta-da.
Two very large gentlemen and one slightly smaller gentleman. And a horse.
So Irf kind of just, it's not unusual. I mean, yeah, he just kind of glances over just because it's not unusual, but it's like one of those glances things
He
where it's like
changes.
you just hear something.
And now we're going to show us the players. Bada bing.
Hey.
Yeah.
Meet
Hey, Earth.
and Earth Rubii.
Hurrah! Oh
Cool
yeah,
beans.
spoilers. Yeah. And can I see who's inside?
Of what?
Yeah.
On the wagon coming in?
Yeah. Do I
it's-
just see these abnormally large
Yeah,
people?
there's two large cloaked figures. One wears a mask, the other tries to hide away his features with a scarf. And then there's this guy. He's there. It's probably a swell dude. A heavily
Actually, the
armored youth. So
most heavily armored youth. There we
Local
go.
Fire Emblem protagonist.
Ephraim, would you, I need some time to think to myself. Would you mind asking around what's happening as I, turn all of this metal into something else?
okay. So on that note, real fast, sorry to cut it off in the middle of the conversation, very obtrusive. What a DM, I know. But
Yeah.
around this time, I'm going to point out a handful of things, and that is some of these tents actually have NPCs in them. On
Okay.
top of that, there is very clearly one tent that is just in the dead center of camp that is very large. You see that there are defense platforms with ballistas set up in a very rough and rudimentary fashion. It's very rushed construction. There's a handful of tents that are hastily put up. We're gonna go ahead, for the sake of it, and say that this white tent all the way over here is your guys' new tent, and
Oh, neat.
you're kind of setting up because you're kind of noticing a trend here. But yeah, everyone's over here and you're setting up. And as you were, sorry.
Actually, I guess This place doesn't seem exceptionally ready for combat. I guess I could... No. Shields first. I want to make these shields for Dagi.
Okay.
Seems like it's more focused on the power of the individual than power of enforcements or fortifications or whatever.
It's not exactly an established community. That was the wrong
It's getting
accent.
there.
So yeah, if you guys are not going to retreat into the tent, feel free to. If you want to walk around camp, feel free to. This is kind of the, free time.
I'm gonna sit outside of the tent and light my gauntlets on fire and make a bunch of smithing rolls.
Okay.
For shields and also for praying.
I guess
Arf, you see this strange, large man, possibly man, could be a woman, could be anything under those robes, and a mask. Suddenly pull out two large gauntlets and slams them together, and suddenly they become hot enough to start making and forging steel. Yeah, that's fine. You make some baseline shields. There's, you know what? If someone were to hold them and they were to
There
hold
we
them
go.
up against a good sword hit, it would work. So yeah, the first two you make are the first few batches, I should say. You're kind of getting more used to dealing with not as great materials. A
Yeah.
lot of it's like scrapped, rusted iron, metal, but eventually you get some to look pretty decent, actually. A good gauge of it is to say that the first two batches, if someone were to use those shields, they would block probably one hit before breaking immediately, and then the other ones could probably last a good long while before needing to get at least two back up. So,
Perfect.
so that's what Mongrel's up to.
I guess I'll just walk around looking for provisions and stuff, and I'll go ahead and say that we're away from the city. It's hot out here. I'm gonna not bother with the scarf and hood anymore. I'll just take that down.
All right.
Expose my beard to the elements.
Honestly, I'm not even sure why you're bothering in the first place. I'm so a little confused on that.
So around, so you see that there are provisions all over the place, but there's also like families and like tents set up hastily around them. There's always someone nearby, some like loose barrel or crate.
Earth
No
is
stealing
looking
in
at
this
this
tent
highly
community.
unusual group. I mean, you could tell. Who can't tell what a giant is at this point? I mean, oh, I can't anymore. I forgot that Goliath.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yes.
I can't tell.
Synonyms. What are you gonna do?
You like
Yeah. And this other, almost as huge man, like magically smithing, like out of nothing, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, this might be like the ticket, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in the meantime, I suppose I'll ask around and see what's going on exactly.
Doesn't realize the humans there.
Wonder if I'm kind of strapped for cash. Maybe there's some work we can do around here in the meantime. It's getting kind of late. I don't think there's any point in trying to push anything the rest of the day. So maybe just trying to do something light. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the sunset is starting to dip below the mountains, and yeah, it's getting dark, and that's when you start seeing people hastily put together some fires, light lanterns, anything to get some light around here.
Yeah.
But you'll notice that once again, the most light is coming from the large tent in the center, in which you constantly see light like glaring out of it. But yeah.
I wonder about that one.
There is a handful of other tents that are kind of like lit up. There's some bonfires. There's some lanterns. Once again, like torches. Anything. You see someone like kind of sigh as they take a broom and like dunk it in some like a barrel of oil and then just light it.
Oh wow.
Earth. Unless you actually have been in there, you wouldn't know.
How long have I been in this camp?
You've been there for 2 weeks, and for the
Okay.
most part, it's been a lot of, well, I don't know how else to say it, but carving out your corner of territory in a city of homeless people.
I
Like,
see.
it's a lot of, you can't stray too far, people don't trust each other. It's a very tense environment, but everyone needs each other in order to, like, survive anything that comes their way.
Well, I assume I would have at least tried to figure out what's in there, like they did.
Yeah, you may have like walked past there and tried to like crane your head, but you would have only have seen like a wall of thick smoke that smells sickly sweet, as if it's like some kind of foreign tobacco.
It's a hookah lounge.
Well, I think I might know who this is out of character, but I'm not going to say anything.
Okay, I'll just start walking around, seeing this strange party kind of giving us the eye. I'll just kind of walk over, I guess.
But do you know I am, though?
What was that?
Well, it's more of a thing of you're in a sea of people giving you looks. Because
Fair enough.
great, more people, and like, oh, these people have stuff too. So it's a mixture of kind of gauging. They're seeing if you're a threat or not. They're seeing if you can be trusted. They're seeing if, I don't know, are you even tough? Maybe you're just wearing armor, but you're just a bunch of armored merchants.
Fair enough.
So
Earth goes
alright,
up to
buddy.
Mongrel, and
Hi.
he just tells him, you probably shouldn't be doing that right out in the open.
How
Your
so?
skills are quite impressive and
Thank you.
more than unusual.
Yes,
think
I
they're-
forged these myself. I am Aieran.
can you
Bard.
spell that? Can you spell that out?
I don't care who you are or what you are, to be honest.
Oh,
I mean, I care who you are, but not what you are. If that makes any sense.
Organar.
And I
Bard by trade, and I
Uh-huh.
smith on the side. That's right. I'm a smith. I am
okay,
a smith. I have smithed myself some wonderful gauntlets that allow me to smith anywhere.
Very quickly in your head, Mongrel, you will just hear, You should probably stop. You're going in a little too hard.
Yeah.
Right. What?
You know-
What's your name, dwarf?
Earth.
Earth. All right. Is there anything that I can make you?
You can make me hope to not regret talking to you with all these eyes around. I don't think you realize that some people might fear you or want what's yours. This is a very dangerous place full of desperate people.
I've been in a few fights before.
I don't doubt it, but I don't think you'd like to see how
I suppose it's
sad
fair.
it'd get whenever you see innocent people here get chopped down in a riot started by one little brawl. He just kind of looks down.
Yikes. Well. This is. I've had a rough time getting here, and I'm a little bent about not being able to get into the city. This is just a way of stress relief and praying to the Gi. I pray with my hands, and
He just-
it's the most potent way I can talk with them.
I
If
respect
that's-
that.
If that's something that is to be hated, well, I'll just have to live with that. Could you perhaps... How long have you been here? How long has all of this been here?
Oh, I don't know, but I've been here around 3 weeks. Maybe it was 2 weeks, but I'm pretty sure it's 3 weeks.
Huh.
That was meta. So, yeah.
All right. Well,
You're more than welcome. So just out of character, like Earth's like a, this might be like our ticket, or at least help us get there.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, Earth invites you to his camp. He doesn't give a shit what they're gonna say at first. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like like vetoed.
Okay. So you're gonna take him over here to your group
I
then?
If you'd
suppose,
like to.
sure, if I suppose it would be good to meet people, I suppose. Anyone who could tell me what's been happening lately. I grew up in Waklastan, but my travels have taken me out of it. Well, I grew up in a monastery near here, and travels have taken me out of that monastery. It's weird being back and feeling the demon rift so vividly. Almost sickening, you know?
Um,
It's not supposed to be like this, man. I mean, like,
wait, hey Boop,
Mhm.
would he know? Like, I'm pretty sure he'd probably be able to feel it, but
It ain't a secret. You're traveling with magic users all the time, and they're always they've been complaining about it for a few months now.
okay, but he can't feel it himself.
Yeah, unless you have some arcane ability among you, then like,
Among
I
us.
see.
hmm
like,
but it's
holy
like
shit.
it's like feeling humidity in a sense almost, but it's like kind of weighing on your soul in that kind of sense. But outside of that, like, I don't know, interpret it how you will.
Sure. Yeah. He just looks at you like, he's seen it before and stuff.
Anyway,
This
I
place will
guess.
only wear down on your soul more. You should focus on moving as fast as you can because some people, they'll stay here for a long, long time.
Yeah. Well,
Come.
unfortunately, I have something to do in Vaklistan, so I guess I'm just going to have to wait until something strikes me as the way to get in. So, tell me about yourself. I shall follow you to your camp, and you shall offer me stories of who you are.
Maybe this is the part where you don't trust me. I'm a sellsword.
Okay.
And, as you know, we're not particularly the most reliable bunch unless it comes to making coin. But I think I'm also not a monster either. But I think you're a particularly good path to coin. More so than anybody else here. And I think our goals align.
Okay.
Hey Boop, so how much do I know about my party? Like, what do I think of them? Like, should I trust them or?
You got their names. They're competent, but they're very kind of tight-lipped about why they're traveling. Whenever it's just the generalized, we just got to get there kind of thing.
Sure. So I don't know this lot too much.
You know their names, but that's about as far as it goes.
Okay, well, I just explained like what you said to Mongrel, if that makes any sense. Like
Well,
as
I
we're
guess it
walking.
can't hurt to meet them.
All right,
Murph,
so
introduce me to your acquaintances.
very nice of you.
All right. So, from the bottom to the top, we kind of have like a flashback to when you first met this group in a usual tavern along the Vaklistan border that constantly harbors in new adventurers and people trying to get from one place to another, but not exactly knowing how. Thrill seekers, tourists, all kinds of stuff. But if they have a good guide, they could go anywhere, and that's kind of what you are. So, you remember Call walking up to these people, and all of them being very tight-lipped about the reason, but this guy was more than willing to share names. And in that order, he introduced himself as Daisuke the Jubilant. His elf companion he introduced as Captain Dullknife. And then these two. Well, these two are going to be a bit of a mouthful, but you got to bear with me. After all, one of them's an elf. So,
Uh-huh.
the Dragonborn, her name is Anna Galanadil.
No, it's not a mouthful.
It is for me. A fat tongue.
That's a cool name. I like that.
Fuck.
Galanadel.
Galanadel.
No.
And then finally, the kobold's name. You assume this is more of a self-granted title, but her name is Henty Flameflinger.
I like that.
Is this the party we rolled for like months ago?
No,
Hmm.
it is not.
Oof.
Yeah, there was a Kenku in there.
Yeah, it was a Kenku, a Goliath. I have them
Porta.
somewhere. Hold up, but they're not. Don't worry about that.
All right.
Cool.
Well. Hello. I am.
Which one? Who do you speak to? Or are you just addressing the group?
I'm addressing the group. Hello. I am Urgenhan R. Bard and Smith. Your friend Urf has brought me here. I was wondering if any of you could tell me what's been happening to Barklistan as of late.
Actually, I gotta step away for a second too. I'll be right back.
Let's see. We'll respond. I think Anna just kind of gives a very brisk, don't know. Don't know.
Okay.
Our job is to simply come here. Didn't know all this other stuff was going down. We were. Well, yeah. She kind of lets that trail hang off. Then Henty
Right.
just goes, "None of your business."
Oh.
Yes,
man is
he's like that.
This man is passed out. This one is staring and kind of measuring you.
Oh,
Well. A pleasure, I suppose. Listen, I'm originally from Baklistan, but, well, a monastery near Baklistan. But, how long have you all been here? Could you tell me when the Demon Rift started to feel like it was next to you?
And Henty will bark out yet again. Don't know. Been here weeks. And points at her. His fault. Can't get us in gate.
I've heard it before.
You said you'd get us in. You dwarf. Dwarf won't let you in. Now we wait. And
I'm
been
working
waiting.
on it. I'm working on it. You know.
Don't seem like it.
Yeah.
But
Very
yeah.
nervous. He's low on coin.
But yeah, Anna kind of picks up Henty like a fucking enraged child and just goes, I'm sorry for her behavior. She's been more irate. And
I can understand that.
and kind of takes her into the tent.
Oh, have you seen anything weird lately?
Well, I've seen you now. Bugbear.
Rude.
All right. Well, fuck. I'd rather you not
My
tell
lips.
everyone about that.
My lips are sealed. Don't want to be telling everyone there's a... Yes. And he kind of lets
Thank
that
you.
trail hang, just on that note.
Um,
You can't help but feel like you were about to be slighted.
cool. Great. Perfect. I can tell that you're wonderful people. Listen, why were you people coming here?
Business. It's always business.
Sure,
Aren't
I
you?
suppose.
Aren't you here on business?
Indeed, he is.
Yes, I
Exactly.
am here on business. I would like to get into Vakistan. I do not have the papers to get into Vakistan,
No, I thought
but
you
I
told me.
worry about my family and
Noble. Friend, what if I told you there was an easy way to get through those gates?
I would doubt you.
Unfortunate. And then he'll clam up on that.
Okay, well, perhaps another time then.
Wait, do I know? He's been in my party. Has he mentioned? He mentioned
You
this?
barely. This is the most he's talked the whole journey.
Fucking
Please,
rogues.
please tell us.
Mm.
You haven't
And
mentioned this for weeks.
He'll look at you and blink and just go. That tent, and he'll notion over here. Whoever owns it is first on the roster to get in.
Interesting.
We simply ask him, switch places, then we get in.
Well, that's a fine idea, I suppose. I wonder, why haven't you done that already?
I guess I'm just waiting for something interesting to happen.
All right,
That's menacing.
cool. Or if your friends are a little, well,
Friendly.
they're not wonderful speakers.
You have to understand. Anna doesn't like people. Because she's afraid of them. Being a dragonborn and all. Yeah.
I get that.
It's two sides of, well, you're an elf, and you're different. Certainly you understand.
Yes, I understand a great deal.
And Henty's just a pint-sized ball of anger and fury towards the world, and some sick thing up there, and he gestures to the sky, decided it would be a good idea to let her use magic.
Huh. I suppose that's a polite way to describe someone. What about your clearly drunk friend here?
Worthless drunk.
Understandable. I suppose that's fair.
Don't fight him, he'll kill you.
Got it.
Okay.
Wait, wouldn't that make him somewhat useful?
He shrugs.
Only in a fight. If it's a fight to him, I doubt it.
Huh. All right. Well,
Very bitter.
perhaps I should find my adventuring companions and talk with them about what I have learned in this meeting. Earth, it was a pleasure meeting you. I hope you get into Vakistan. And then I will depart.
Sorry.
So, in the meantime, you two can have your own events separate, or you can just walk in now. Doesn't really matter to me.
I was gonna make a goof and say I found some strange cactus fruits and we should totally eat them.
There you go. Perfect. They're growing right outside the camp. There's a bunch of them.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ephraim.
Ephraim, you notice from the corner of your eye, Ephraim's just been kind of walking around the perimeter of this tent, but not going in.
Seeing the nervous pacing, I'll just kind of head over. You alright?
I want to go in there, but the smell, it's putting me off. Have you ever
Alright, well.
Have you ever smelled anything like it?
Nope, let's go find out what it is. I'm just put a hand on his shoulder and start pushing him in.
Yeah,
Alright.
Earth is following them, and it's not too hard to, like, not stalking, but, like, approaching. It's not too hard to see Corda, pretty much.
All right. As you push him through this thick, sweet scented smoke, on the other end you'll find a 5-minute break.
Oh,
Hooray!
Hooray.
Yeah, I want to take a break real fast because we've been going a little bit,
Oh
and
my god, yeah.
we haven't taken a break in a little while, so
Facts.
or at all, period. So
yeah.
Yeah, we've been going at it.
sorry about that.
I will go throw in a pizza and then I'll take a break after that.
Yeah.
In 10-ish minutes.
Yeah, it's
Or-
fine. I'll just take 5 minutes. If it takes longer
Sure.
than that, that's how it goes. But we'll resume when everyone's back. So
Yeah,
Cool.
let's kill what's in the tent.
yeah, I'll be
yeah.
right back.
BRB.
Cool. I'm gonna ask Boop a question whenever he comes back.
Rune Knights have so many reaction-based abilities. It's insane. I'm just looking at
Yeah.
what I get at higher levels.
Yeah, that's good. Because it's hard to get a reaction, and that's why I really try to maximize.
Oh, can you imagine like getting like Sentinel as well? Just like maximize your reactions.
Yep, I mean Sentinel is and Polearm Master is like one of the most OP things in the game.
It happens. So-
I want to make a Circle of Spores druid that's a hobgoblin, and he has a what's it called? Instead of shillelagh, he has a like a pike or something. Those reach weapons. That's not a lance. And take polearm, Pam on it. Because you get you get a reaction if someone enters your 10 feet. If you have your circle of spores, whatever, up, actually, anyone who starts within 5 feet and 10 feet, they have to make a Constitution saving throw. For a 1d4, which is nice. And if they come in, you do the 1d10. Then you get the Pam bonus action. Then you get the bonus that lets you apply extra damage from Circle of Spores, active spore, whatever. Pretty meme.
Nice.
Yeah. Gotta really hope I get to try out this character today. Because I know we're not gonna have multiple combats, so I'm just gonna spam my fighting spirit
There you go.
if
Did you
we
tell
get
us
a
what class
combat.
was already? If not, I'm fine to just wait and see. But
I told you guys I was playing a samurai.
oh, okay, yeah, you did. Okay.
Yep. Yep. That's how I got that 4-man what's it called? Nat 20s. Remember I sent that dumb picture?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep. God, I can't believe I got 4 Nat 20s. Didn't Boop say something a while ago like if you get like a stupid amount of Nat 20s in a row, he'll give you that stupid feat to you? God. I remember
yeah.
that.
Like
I'm
that.
so sad that happened. I mean, like, it was nice, but I was like, damn, if this happened in session.
Yeah,
Oh,
be like
damn.
that.
I know. That's a pretty cool ability. Dude, if you kill someone, you get a bonus action for another attack. It's so stupid. Or if you score a crit, you get a bonus action for another attack. So fucking stupid. Damn.
Boom, 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 boom.
I also have herbalism kit proficiency.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Boop, since we're here for 2 weeks, I'm gonna ask him if I could have crafted a health potion for the cost. I believe it does take that long. It's like a week or something. I'll check it out in the Dungeon Master's Guide, because I have a feeling he'll be like, yes, especially since I'm like level 5. Because he let me have that silver greatsword, but I paid for it.
Oh, dang.
Yep.
Oh, dang, oh, dang, oh, dang.
I'm here just eating.
Oh, did you? So you heard what I said, Boop?
Man, that blue guy, what a... I mean, oh, hey, Boo.
Towards the end, yeah. But
Oh,
the
so
realism kit.
yeah.
Sure, why not?
Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna check the crafting cost and the time real fast. Let's see. Oh, God. Seriously, don't get why people don't use poison. Yeah, get it gets outscaled or whatever late game, which who gives a shit? I'm talking about late game in this game. But it's like just a free attempt to fucking give someone disadvantage for a minute. My God. So dumb. Crafting options 270. Oh. Circle of Spores, Hill Dwarf, Tank. It's a fucking beautiful meme. Because then you get the extra HP from Circle of Spores, then you get the extra HP from Hill Dwarf. Boy. You don't even have to attack. All you have to do is just stand and you'll do damage. So beautiful. 270. Dang it, where are you, my dude? Weapons. It's a 270, my dude. Crafting a magic item. Oh, I thought it took like half the cost. The whole point of it.
I return.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Huh.
Crafting and harvesting potions. I don't want to go mad.
You don't?
Oh, I don't want to go mad. Fuck. Okay, it's not in here. It was in the player's guide. I hate if you go into the D&D Beyond forums, they link you to buy a fucking book. Makes me so mad.
They gotta make the money.
They want you to buy things.
I understand, but you're hurting my feelings.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay,
I
so
hate like looking up classes on D&D Beyond because they only have one of their base subclasses available as well.
okay.
Like for example, if you look at Barbarian, they only have Berserker.
Yep.
Right, so Bokash, I want to ask you this. I think I
Okay.
So I can craft a potion of healing or a potion of greater healing. But I don't have that much gold. I only have 130 gold, right?
Jesus.
So the greater healing is 100 GP and the healing is 25 GP. So I think it'd make more sense to have multiple potions. What do you think?
Yeah, so what you're getting out of greater healing versus several small healing potions is that you can only use one potion per turn.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in like multiple events pretty much. It's definitely less, but I think it might be a better preemptive thing. But then you lose out on like, oh shit, I'm gonna die.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. If I can interject just real fast.
Yes.
I would say don't worry about the money costs. What's your proficiency bonus with the herbalism kit?
Oh lordy, I think it's I think it's 3 because I have 0 in intelligence.
Okay. In that case, you can use the herbalism kit up to 3 times,
Oh, cool.
regardless of cost. And the big thing here is you have to make it based off stuff in your environment. And
So I do have
you know,
survival.
so depending on that, it can be more potent, less potent, or it could be a tricky one. You know, you could accidentally pick up a poisonous herb and mix it in there, and you can
Yes.
make it a healing potion of poison, in which you regain, say, I don't know, like 44 plus 8 hit points, but you also get the poison condition.
I like this, and it makes sense for my character.
So, you know,
So
it's
I
it
do have
just comes
medicine
down
and
to-
survival too.
It just mostly comes down to whatever you find out there. So.
God.
Mhm.
So
But
how
yeah,
would I
that's
approach
just my
this
2
right
cents.
now? For
Don't
my
really work. Once again, don't worry about money cost. Instead, your proficiency bonus dictates how many uses you get out of an herbalism kit. So that's all.
oh god. See, it's wisdom.
Should be.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll and check my proficiency bonus. Normal roll.
Nice.
Yeah, it's 3. Cool.
Also, hi, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, I'm finishing up a little bit of food. I'll be back.
All right, I'm gonna add those potions then. Just look at the stats.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Okay, that should be good.
Yay.
Is everybody else good to go? Or good to continue, I should say.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good.
All right. As you push,
Is Mark here?
Yes, I am.
Indeed.
Perfect.
Corda, as you push Ephraim through the thick cloud of sickeningly sweet smoke, you eventually emerge to see, well, a miniature lap of luxury in the middle of this desert. As, you know, there's large boxes and a small golden throne. Alright. And in the
I shall walk in behind them and see. Wow, that's exuberant.
Oh no.
and you will see
Oh.
this figure.
Do it.
That's what I was thinking.
Yep.
And he look up and he just goes, "Ah, some new faces, Grant. Musharraf audience."
Hi.
Everyone who would know about him is dead.
Earth kind of he was still following them. He just jumps in with them because he wants to get the hell out of here.
He sees you trailing behind and goes, "Do not be shy, Uruf. The ruby eyes. You come close to Musharraf. As do you, man of stone, Corda. Man of faith, Ephraim. And you,
Enough.
esteemed traveling bard Urulgashrahara.
Thank you.
Of course, Musharraf respects customers' privacy.
How do
Do
you
you?
know who we are?
Oh, but I am Musharraf, the magnificent merchant.
That
As
doesn't.
such,
That doesn't answer my question.
of course it does,
No,
because I am Musharraf.
I don't.
As one so magnificent as you, I imagine that you already know what we're here to ask.
Mm. I don't suppose you're here to browse wares, no?
I suppose I could do that as well, but I was wondering if we could leech on your first access entry into Vaklistan.
Ah, I see. You want to enter Volklistan. Amusing. Amusing. No,
Is there any reason why?
because you have not bought anything.
If I buy something from you, would you be more willing to take me into Vaklistan when you are able to go in?
Musharraf will be considering.
Alright, sure, I'll take a look around. What do you have to
Yeah,
say?
I'm just browsing wares right now.
Not exactly liquid at the moment.
Yes, well, Musharraf is forgiving and benevolent merchant. He does not deal with things that disappear quickly, like coin. No. Musharraf deals in trade.
Oh god, it's a credit card.
Oh no, if only we
Give
had Quid's knife.
A what card?
Give Musharraf something of value, and you can get something of equal value back.
Fair enough.
Interesting.
Since we're here, I still have this rather strange item. I wonder if you could find any value in it.
Musharraf like kind of takes it in his kind of tigery hands and kind of paws it over and drags a claw across it. Just go, well, Musharraf cannot take things that are half finished.
What?
That sounds about right.
That's unfortunate.
Would you like to know where the second half is?
If you wouldn't mind.
Then I suppose you'll have to give Musharraf something
That's what I was
valuable.
Okay.
Okay, what if... Okay, Ephraim, hear me out. What if you give him that half, and he gives you the other half?
But he doesn't have the other half. And
Do you have the other half?
no.
I'm asking
Musharraf
you.
does not possess the second half of this
Ah, well,
item.
right.
But Musharraf knows where to find it.
What if I gave you the other half once I found it?
Dismissed.
Or then it will be useless still. This item is not valuable
Oh.
if both halves are not together.
Well, yes, that is what I'm saying. I give you the first half, the head, and you tell me where the other half is. I get that other half, and I give it to you.
Musharraf is confused by your logic.
But, well, then you would have both halves.
But you. Oh, okay. Oh.
Musharraf was misunderstanding. Musharraf thought you wanted this item for yourself.
Yes.
I have no... I don't know what it is. I don't care about it.
I'm headed to get my pizza.
Ooh,
I'll be right back.
Nice.
What
Give
do
me a
you
slice.
What do you
Musharraf can have
want,
a slice.
Musharraf?
Yeah. Musharraf grants accepts your gift of pizza.
Oh, mission solved. I mean, what does he want?
Musharraf will simply look Ephraim up and down and just go, it's tricky to deal with. Customer of such importance. Tricky is tricky. Could ask for book. What does that get Musharraf? Musharraf gets book. Congratulations, Musharraf, you have book. I have plenty of books. I don't need another book.
Ephraim tightens up at that mention.
Musharraf could ask for censer. Very fancy flail. But then Musharraf has flail. That makes incense. Don't need that. And he'll kind of like motion around the room where you'll see that there are plenty of incense burners kind of hanging. Have plenty. Musharraf is at an impasse. For what can he take from a man of faith if he has no earthly possessions or anything that holds value to him?
I suppose we're out of luck on this account.
Indeed. If you have something you can think of, then Musharraf will be open for trade. If not, then Musharraf will make terms. Musharraf makes very reasonable terms.
Oh god.
Corda, do you have anything you would be willing to give up?
Don't really have much to begin with.
Oh. That was the answer I was expecting, frankly.
Mm.
I mean, you saw my home. It was a pile of sticks in the forest. I can go get some of the sticks if you want. It's a bit of a trek, but I can go find some. Maybe there's some value in that.
Then
Corda yells from across the room.
Sorry.
But then Musharraf would have sticks, and he already has those. Probably. I don't
I would
mean to
imagine
be-
so.
Yeah, Fido wood's always appreciated.
Yeah, I suppose that's in short supply out in the desert. You know, I didn't think I'd need to gather firewood. I should have made a note of that.
I can cast light, you know.
Yes, but
It's not
that'll-
warm, but we have cloaks.
What if we offer him a rager? What if we offer? Yeah.
We
a
do
wicked
have
party.
we do have a
I
barrel
just
full of
look around
wine.
at the tiny man behind me. What?
So I've been here. Yeah.
Who
I'm sorry,
are
who
you?
are you
Not
We haven't
actually
been acquainted yet,
time.
I'm afraid.
Yes, I've met Mongrel, and it was hard not to see you, and apparently you're someone of great importance. I can get you through to Voklistan if we pass just this.
You'll hear a very exaggerated.
Oh no.
Oh, you're pouring him. Oh no.
Musharraf is still waiting for offer.
Yeah, I gave him an offer.
Hmm.
What do you think about that?
We have a barrel full of wine, if you want that.
What about a drinking competition? Whoever wins?
I return.
Poultry
know.
competitions, offerings. Musharraf is not God. Musharraf is commerce man. Man of reason.
Huh.
Well, since none of you have given Musharraf anything of real value,
Oh,
Musharraf
no.
will instead make offer.
Real quick. Sorry, I was a little.
Mongrel gonna
I
save
like
the
the
day?
conversation. You're a good person, I think, Musharraf. I have within my possession a story of stealth, written by a mage of very little renown, detailing a mystery.
Musharraf
What
is
would
unaware of
you
mystery.
want? What if I were to give you this journal?
Musharraf would be most grateful for a journal. Musharraf does not think journal is enough. But Musharraf can possibly give you something to help.
That would be most grateful of you, Musharraf.
Oh wait,
Is it possible that you need
oh, never mind.
anything else that I can make for you? I am a smith by trade.
Musharraf knows of the bard who is a smith. And Musharraf is aware of your innovation. Musharraf thinks it would be something of great value to have in possession. Yes, Musharraf would treasure it dearly. Musharraf thinks that you are not willing to give up on it, though, so that is unfortunate.
No, it was more an offer to make you something with them.
Musharraf has offer. Would you like to hear?
I would love to hear your offer, Musharraf.
Musharraf would like the voice in your head.
What?
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 In
I
your head,
believe-
in your head, Mongrel, you just hear, "Oh shit!"
Oh, it's fucking nail.
Huh. And what do you intend on doing with it?
Sheriff thinks, maybe put it in bottle, put it in object of great power, have weapon,
Not the cum
perhaps a
jar.
bodyguard.
Well, you see, my current plan for my head friend that I've grown somewhat attached to of late was perhaps I could find a way to build him an armor that he could be housed in.
Sheriff
Perhaps
sees.
within the halls of Barklistan, such a creation is something I believe is in my ability to make. Is it possible that I could make this on loan to you? And
Shut
my head friend would help guard you as long as it is within his own agenda.
Musharraf is strong by himself, but Musharraf also gets quite lonely when not dealing with people. Musharraf deals with voices, Musharraf deals with pleas, Musharraf deals with cries, but Musharraf has no companion. I am in the possession, my friend, of something of, well, incredible power. But it has no source. Musharraf wants your friend to power said thing, so Musharraf cannot be touched. Also good companion.
Any thoughts up there?
It is here. I don't like this guy. But,
You could have a body of your own.
yes. And there's no guarantee we'll even... Well, I like to think we can get to Vaklistan without any hindrances. But given our track record, seems complications follow us like, well, flies on shit.
That's a bit of what I was thinking. Do you plan on staying here, Musharraf? Is it perhaps something that we might be able to think on for a while?
Musharraf is not planning to leave anytime soon. Musharraf is comfy. Already turned down offer to enter the city several times.
But why?
Why would you do that?
Musharraf just goes, because no one asked for Musharraf's spot.
Oh, this motherfucker.
Good.
No one has asked for your spot as first in line, and therefore you have not needed to go in. Is that correct?
Musharraf has no business in Baklistan.
He wants to sell his spot.
Simply put, Musharraf is seeing if any of these so-called people who need so much help are actually, well, if they're actually here to help themselves. Musharraf helps those who helps themselves. Would you like to help yourself?
I would. I have something else that might be of interest to you. A baby cockatrice.
Bruh.
Musharraf kind of puts his hands to his face and just goes, oh, the baby hatched. Oh, Musharraf must see baby.
You know the baby already.
Musharraf sold the child.
You sold it to Quid Key.
And Musharraf sold egg to your father. You know Quid Key, of course you know Quid Key. Quid Key, very good customer. The items he gave me have only increased since his death. And he will kind of gesture behind him, and you'll see that in a spot where there wasn't something before, there's now a rapier on display. Alongside, I believe he gave him something else.
Oh, I'm trying to. It was his
Lucky charm.
hatching. It was like a little piece of his like what he had left of his eggshell.
Aw.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was his lucky charm from that rogue thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he gave him his
And-
lucky charm.
Yeah. So he gestures, and suddenly there's a rapier and a piece of shell that's like on a very extravagant pillow.
What do they do?
What? They mean something to the person who gave them to Musharraf. That is all.
Well, it seems you already know that he is passed now, which is unfortunate.
Yes, it's tragic.
I will retrieve the cockatrice for a moment, and I will come back in just a moment.
Okay. You rush
Nice.
out real fast. Everyone kind of looks at you weird because someone actually came out of the tent. But they know you're not the owner since you just came in today. But people are kind of watching you as you go into your tent, ruffle around, and then come back out. And then quickly retreat back into the tent. As you unearth the bird to Musharraf, he looks at it with delight and just goes, "Oh my goodness, look at you, little guy. Oh my goodness." Musharraf, my husband, this was egg. Egg brought by a very foolish proprietor. But it's fine.
Oh, I also want to note that Quid kind of had like a Neo eggshell with him, with her, and he did the same thing with his lucky charm and like wrapped it around her neck,
Aw.
and yeah, Krusk too, and him. So that's there.
So what? I suppose the question would then, why? What did Quedkey offer to you that was worth the price of a cockatrice?
Oh, wait. Musharraf first received rapier. Musharraf then got good luck charm. Well, the bird's demands were interesting, and it intrigued Musharraf. Entertained, noticed lots of eyes on bird. Seems it did not help in end, but it helps keep them away for a little while. Musharraf gave potion to a bird, changed his race.
Well, that explains that, RuPaul.
That's what
Um,
you and Norkin we met
That explains an awful lot, actually.
Musharraf could give you potion, Bugbear.
I am quite fond of who I am,
Mm.
even if it is not something that is wanted now.
It's only temporary. Just until your business is concluded, and you can be safe. No disguise.
Well, that doesn't exactly get me into Vakristan, does it?
Unfortunately, it does not.
I have very little to give other than my head friend, and I'm not sure my head friend is
What
willing to be given.
What is your opinion on trading a service of some sort?
It depends on service. Musharraf is very capable. Has lots of top men to do things for him.
Well, that is doing things for material rewards is something we're quite good at, I imagine. If it's something you need done, maybe we can go take care of it. Discuss passage as a reward.
Musharraf. Nothing comes to mind. But Musharraf. Well,
Maybe a rival merchant.
I mean, is there anything you? I think I understand. Is there anything you want from me? I mean, he literally has like water skins. I like because
Yeah.
all generic
Wait.
bullshit.
He kind of waves and just like, dwarf gives nothing new to Musharif. The Musharif does not already have. But he will look at you, Corda,
Well,
and when he stares at you, you feel kind of like your blood run a little slower.
Uh-oh.
As he just goes, Musharif can make a deal if you are willing to indulge curiosity.
Hey.
I suppose that depends on the nature of it, but I'm willing to listen.
Simply put, there is a tent in the far corner of camp in which one person has come in and they have sat there. I want you to talk to them. Not turn them down, but agree to everything they ask.
Nice.
If you do that, I will let you in.
All of us are just Horta.
Whoever. Curiosity of Musharif is very deep. It will be worth it. Anyone who cares, they will be under Musharif's.
Any chance of
Well.
any hints on who this person is?
Yes, and that's the fascinating thing.
It's the work lady. Maybe.
Musharif does not know this person. They
Mm.
creep. They stay hidden. Now they're scampering in the desert. Musharif is curious.
Hmm.
Well, I can't say I'm not curious as well.
Well, you've piqued my curiosity. I too would like to speak to this person. That...
No. And he makes like an over-exaggerated pointing notion towards Corda. Just the one who has no faith.
Well.
Fine, but if I do this for you and I go through with this task you set for me, I need a strict confirmation. Can I take all of my friends with me into Vaklistan?
A simple matter from Musharif.
All right, what do I have to lose? I'll go find this person.
Musharif will. Well, hi there, it's me, the DM. I'm gonna ping a
Hi.
tent.
Oh, shit. Which one?
This one.
Sorry,
Yes.
give me
I
1 second.
didn't-
Oh,
I saw it.
okay.
one.
Oh, that
Let's
one.
go- Let's try.
This
Let's try. Let's try this.
This one. Okay,
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
I'll I guess I'll catch up with you guys in a minute.
Perhaps we should wait outside the tents just in case anything happens.
Maybe.
What is it, Molly? What is it?
Sharif, you said you don't know anything about this stranger?
What is it?
Including maybe how dangerous they are? Potentially?
Musharif does not know.
Alright.
What is it, Molly?
Well, if I find out, I'll let you know.
Yes, do let Musharif know. Because now Musharif is starting to think perhaps this should be the only way Guru can get in.
And perhaps,
Alright then.
Maybe keep
And on
the
that
options
ominous
open.
note, I will... What?
Nothing.
That ominous note, I will walk out and I'll start making my way up here.
Alright. If anybody would like to ask something of Musharif, now is the time.
Sorry, I've exited the game. I'm having a little bit of trouble.
Oh, no.
That's okay.
I'm back in the game, probably. Unsupported browser. Yeah,
There
I
you
get
go.
it.
You're in.
Is-
So do you need like
Um,
a Taper Monkey extension or something to like have it work on Opera, or is it just like a little jank?
Oh god,
It's
can you take this up?
not that, like, it still works the same that it has worked previously. It just, like, sometimes things freeze and I need to close out and get back in.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know exactly why. Nothing seems like it's broken, right?
Mm-hmm. In terms of what? I'm sorry.
In terms of anything.
Of the various things he has on display, or
Oh, sorry, I was talking about my Roll20 experience.
I can see.
My
Nothing-
apologies.
Everything seems to be fine,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. It's It's very demanding of a particular browser, and it's a little annoying that way.
Yeah. Okay, so Musharraf, would you mind showing me what you want to put my friend in?
Musharraf can provide curiosity. And Musharraf will clap his hands, and essentially everyone will be kind of pushed to one side of the tent as what ends up being sprawled out is the body of a deactivated iron golem.
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Corda says on the way to the tent.
Now that was Cole speaking. Corda's gone. Corda does not know the concept of.
It's a joke,
I
lad.
don't know. You're a. No, that would have been mean if I finished it. I'm sorry. Anyway,
Would it be
Yeah.
wrong though?
There goes the French.
you got cut
Friendship
off. Suddenly
broken.
said, "There goes the French."
There goes the French. There goes the
There
friendship.
goes my French.
There goes the friendships. All of them. All at once. But yeah, he presents to you a deactivated iron golem.
Where did you get this, I wonder?
Musharraf has ways.
Molly, what do you want?
Your
Nice.
soul.
Well, he's like, roll me a character. I want to play.
I'm
Take
playing.
the offer. Do something.
I want to be a vessel for the voice.
Um,
Bring me the child.
Put a sock in your paw. How do you feel about that, Molly?
this might be a good way out for my golden friend if the one that I have planned doesn't come to fruition. What do you plan on doing once you get into Akhlastad?
Musharraf?
Yes.
Musharraf has no business in Voklistan.
But why are you here?
Musharraf is here to see who is willing to help themselves.
Yeah, it's for business.
There are probably plenty of people who need to help themselves.
Yes, but they have not come to Musharraf.
But
Desperate people give important things.
Is it possible that we'll meet again in the future somehow?
Musharraf has ways of showing up, but it depends. If you do not leave impression or reason for Musharraf, Musharraf has no reason to show up.
Dang.
Hmm.
Impress
son.
me or get out, nerd.
Okay, roll a new character, Cole.
Oh.
I guess I would just be alone with my thoughts and my friend's thoughts for the time then, and think to myself, well, this could be a way out. Do you trust my ability to make you something that you can live in, or do you want this now?
You hear just a voice in your head just go, just like, I have seen many die while traveling with you. I feel as though our luck can only hold up for so long, and I would hate for both of us to perish before either of us could keep our words.
Then perhaps this is a good fit for you.
I am reluctant to agree, but yes.
Corda will come back. Once Corda comes back, he will have bought his way into Voklistan.
Indeed.
And I believe that perhaps there is something else that you could help me with, Musharraf. Do you know why the demon Rift is so angry?
Musharraf. As idea. Musharraf is not an arcane scholar, but Musharraf has idea.
Wow.
I'm sure you wouldn't sell us faulty information.
Nothing Musharraf sells is faulty. Everything Musharraf sells works.
I'm sure then that my head friend would like to join you.
Excellent.
It's simply a matter that now then of what would be best to ask for in return?
Musharraf thinks that is up to client. Think of something you want. Musharraf can provide, if it's within Musharraf's power.
Boom,
Deal is only deal when both sides are satisfied.
Yeah, this is some good music for this conversation.
I wish I knew what it was.
Well, Mark, if you look at the watch here, you
Well,
see this is
watch-
Shadowrun Hong Kong.
Watch Together doesn't fucking work today, so
No.
Oh,
It
really?
is from Shadowrun Hong Kong OST.
OST number 6, Prosperity.
oh,
Thank you and good night.
good night.
Like,
I need
Good
to
night,
grab a
everybody.
beer real fast.
Gotta decide whether or not I want information or a magical way to protect my friends.
well, I say for now, think on that. While we turn over to what Court is up to.
Oh boy, what's Corda up to?
What is Court up to? Court is
I'm going to
packing
the
back.
same.
How's it going in that very small tent?
I'm taller than it is. When I stand up, the tent kind of lifts off the ground a couple inches. It's kind of annoying.
Okay. You open up the tent flap, and even though it's in the dead of night, there is a small fire by a figure in a chair. There you go.
Good evening.
Oh, did that go into the right thing?
I'm not currently seeing anything, if that's what you're
Yeah.
asking.
I am not seeing anything.
You slut, go to the right lair. There we go. You'll see this.
Oh, look at that creepy old man.
Oh, excellent.
All right. And now it is time to change music, even though this one is also quite good. I think I'd rather be a little bit more blunt.
Oh boy.
Mosquito, get God.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, this thing's been flying
Oh.
around here all day, and I'm mad at it.
Is it a fly? Is
It's
it a bug?
mosquito. It's
Oh,
bit me
no.
like 3 times.
Bugs
Uh,
force this
I'd-
week. It's been annoying. Too much water.
I'd recommend getting like a little bug zapper. That's safe to have inside the house.
That would be a good idea.
Or maybe some fly tape. So let us know if that stuff works.
I've tried
yeah.
it before. It's never worked for me, and it just got sticky shit on the walls.
My
That's
my
all-
dad
that's
had
fair.
had some of that stuff that like hangs down from the ceilings. He had it in his barns around all the horses. It would like fill up in a day.
Oh.
It was
Mhm.
gross. It was cool.
But yes, Corda, you enter the tent and you see this, and I'm going to expand the picture a bit for everyone to see.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Everyone gets to talk to weird people today.
Oh boy.
And yeah, this figure just sits in a chair, barely illuminated.
I will, seeing no signs of disturbance of me entering, I'll just kind of sit down by the fire, maybe take my sword off and lay it on the ground next to me.
Mhm.
Good evening, sir, or them.
It doesn't matter.
Oh no.
Okay,
It's a nihilist.
Yes, you seem to have made quite an impression in this camp. The man in the tent in the middle, he asked me to check on you, make sure, see if there's anything you needed.
Indeed. There's always something, but I think we both know
I
Hmm.
mean, if it's a fight you need to have with someone, that was weird comment. I'm still learning the language. I'm a decent fighter if you need fighting done.
I do.
What the fuck is going on?
I do need fighting done.
Hmm.
I'm all ears.
Ah, we had a champion at one time, but he's long gone. We need a new one.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Will you be my champion?
Do you mind if I ask who we are? The we that you refer to.
It is a being of great and immeasurable power, one that eclipses the flimsy gods that hold this realm up.
Do they have a name?
Okay. She will speak a name. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
boy.
Oh no.
All right. Hey, I got an extra point in wisdom, so let's do this.
Just
What
roll
is
your 20
that?
and get it over with.
Do you have your stats buffed? You did it
Damn.
anyways.
All
No,
right.
I have a +2 in wisdom. I had a +1. Now I have a +2.
Okay.
Your
Well, I was-
stats were already done at 4, so you did that.
Okay.
Oh,
She will
funny as
speak.
hell.
She will speak a name. The name holds no meaning, and it cannot be understood. However, you, regardless of this, still feel yourself getting pulled. And for an instant, just the briefest of instances, you see. Well, this isn't perfect, but it's going to have to do. Okay.
Boy.
Hi, let's go on a journey.
Oh boy.
You see. Well, first off, you shouldn't be able to see anything.
Nope.
No.
Flat.
Good point.
Alright, here we go. This is super rough, but I had to do it pretty rushed because I was not expecting this to happen. So, here we go. Please, settings.
Nice
Grid off,
reaction time. dude.
5-4 off, and bam.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You see this.
Whoa!
It's Aurelian
Well,
soul.
that's cool.
Damn, there's no mushrooms right now. Shit. Peeking.
You see dragons made of the stars in the galaxy.
Ah.
And when it breathes on you, you are brought back.
Oh, shit.
Well then.
Pretty nice, bro.
I have to ask, a being like that, what use could they have for a champion? Or a man with no
Ooh.
faith?
Simply put, I said the gods were lifting this world up. My god wishes to bring it down.
Oh, so it's like that.
And you'll see a withered hand reach out.
Take my hand.
Is this like a contractually binding handhold, or is this just
Someone played
like
the
you need help
Beatles.
getting up, or?
You have to say yes to everything that she asks
Yep.
if you want to get into Bakostan.
And otherwise, you're a liar,
I know,
too.
I know. Wait, what?
So otherwise, if you don't do it, you're a liar, too.
I never
like
said I
it.
was gonna do it. I said I'd go talk to her.
I like the Star Fox chatter that's happening in the moment.
Alright,
Yeah.
Corden, now do a barrel roll.
You know what? Screw it. Corda needs an interesting plot point.
You say that.
Okay. I'll take her hand.
Alright.
The alright. I'm sorry. That
You-
alright.
She'll take your hand, and you will feel nothing. And she'll simply nod and just go,
Excellent. We will be in touch. Whenever you are in the dark, we will shine the way forward for you. My champion.
Cool.
And then the flame will go out in the little fireplace next to him.
Do you need me to relight that? Or
There is
make
no
it-
response.
Ah, shit. I pull the hood back. Is there any movement at all?
Nope. It is perfectly still in the tent.
Can I go up to her and pull her hood back?
Yeah, you
See
reach
if-
up and you reach up to a figure in the chair. But there's no one in there.
Well, that's not good. Alright then, I'll make my way back.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Mongrel, have you decided what you want in exchange for the, well, for Golden Mongrel?
Mongrel wants to protect his friends.
Okay. Musharraf will simply nod to this and go, Musharraf has something in mind. Musharraf has idea.
A gun.
Musharraf thinks that will help. Just try to keep your friends out of trouble, yes? No need to lose more customers.
Yes, I will do my very best.
Alright. And now, fun, I get to work on tokens more. But, congratulations. As Korda walks into the tent, Musharraf will pull up what seems to be a handful of herbs, light the tips of them, and then get the smoke going, and then blow it on all of you. Alright, here we go.
What is this?
Ephraim, Earth, Korda.
Hello.
You are now permanently affected by the effects of Death Ward.
Ooh.
Yo!
You essentially have an extra life now.
Wow,
Nice!
it's nice of you.
So, sorry, who all got that? All of us?
No, Quarter and Ephraim.
Korda, Ephraim, and Earth.
Cool.
That was from Musharraf?
Yep, Musharraf, the Magnificent Merchant. And then he will take the herbs, and he will motion for Mongrel to approach.
I shall approach.
Alright. You think he's going to do something with the herbs, but he quickly drops it, and then sticks his hand down your throat.
Ugh.
You think you are going to throw up, but you never do, and it's the worst feeling you have ever felt, and you have been through a lot. As you hear him,
I don't like this.
he just goes like, oh, let's see here, let's see. And then finally, Musharraf will slowly pull back, his arm covered in saliva and strange liquids, before revealing a small golden orb. And Musharraf will daintily pick it up, walk over to the large iron golem still collapsed in the room, and kind of slam it into the center of its chest.
How long have you had that inside you, Mongo?
The spirit. Spirit does not take form. Spirit is spirit. Musharraf, grab spirit, take out.
Oh, boy.
Mongrel, in the moments of you feeling the arm go down your throat and it getting pulled out, would you like to say any final words to Golden Mongrel?
Oh.
Damn.
Man, I kind of liked you at the end.
But you.
I don't know. There's really no words to say. I might miss you a little. I hope you have a wonderful life. However lifelike a golem can be for you.
Indeed. I am thankful to not have died, and to instead have fought alongside you. I am sorry. I could not do more for your friends.
Oh, I don't know how much help any more it could have been.
Molly, you dumb bitch.
I
Well,
thought you said
technically-
Ollie, and I was like, bruh.
I'm sorry. No, she's chewing on a bone.
Well, I mean, that would have been probably more acceptable.
she's
You get bone shards everywhere.
She's chewing on a bone while on my bed, and she keeps knocking it
That's
off.
this flag is getting stronger.
Oh no,
Oh no.
that's horrible.
He will, Golden Monger will stare at you and just go, I am a being not created to feel the things I have felt when sharing your body. And for that, I say, thank you, Monger.
I hope I have left a good impression.
I feel confident in calling you my friend.
Aww.
Oof.
I would like to share a hug with Golden Mongrel.
You go to hug him, but as soon as you do,
Mongrel
he
pushes me
turns
away.
to dust. No, he just turns to dust. He just disappears on the spot.
Well-
And you're back.
Hmm.
Anyways,
Oh,
cut
well.
back to
What?
as the scenes will continue to play out as it does.
Yes.
All right, and the Iron Golem will come to life, and then look at its hands and flex a little bit, and then nod to you. And Musharraf will just go, "Musharraf will call if needed," and then he'll tap it on the chest, and then it will kind of poof away in a cloud of smoke. All right.
Feared.
I hope this works out for him.
Yes. Musharraf wishes so as well. But
Seems like a lot is happening tonight.
Musharraf has done his end of the bargain. Another successful transaction. Musharraf is satisfied. Customer satisfied. Happy, happy, win-win. And then he'll motion to Court. And you.
Just out of curiosity, what did you two trade for that? The you reaching down his throat and the golden orb thing.
Your friend can explain. Musharraf is... Musharraf is getting tired. Musharraf is not expecting business so much today.
All right. Well, I talked to your friend.
Indeed.
I think she's a space dragon.
Mm.
Do you even know what
please.
space is?
Explains a bit.
Uh,
Astrology is a thing, so...
Okay.
Corda just vanishes and everyone forgets he ever existed.
I love that. When we say that.
Corda's peace sign fades away.
It's the Windows 98 lock. Dun, 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 dun.
I've gone to the character ideas realm. Bye.
Well, she asked me to be her champion.
Musharraf cannot help but... Oh, wait. Musharraf cannot help his feel a little guilty.
Oh my god. Did you send me to that knowing something but no, you said you were guilty, you wouldn't have done that.
Musharraf had idea. Musharraf did not know. Musharraf could not sense. But now Musharraf know.
Well, it's too late for
What
that.
did this space dragon say to you?
She didn't say much. She just said they had a champion. The champion died. Made it sound like a long time ago. And they needed a new one. Something about the gods wanted to bring the world up, and her god or herself, I'm still kind of unclear. I'm getting the feeling that was kind of I'm secretly the god I'm pretending to worship in disguise. Ooh, people do that all the time. Probably, I don't know. Gods are weird. My point is, she wanted me to be her champion.
Oh, okay.
It brings
Mark.
the world down. I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, I don't either. But
Lunar astral dragons. I've read about a lot of divine beings and gods, and I've never heard of something like this. I don't know if you're in a good position, my friend.
Well, you said we need to get to Voklistan. We have a war to win.
Great. So, Sheriff, how are we getting into Pakistan? Do we leave in the morning?
Musharraf kind of yawns a little bit. He's suddenly in like a sleeping gown with a long nightcap, and he just goes, "Yes, yes, Musharraf, take care of details. In morning, bring many people. Musharraf say they work for Musharraf. Musharraf bought them, now part of Musharraf. And then enter city."
That sounds good. I guess this is goodbye then for now. I hope you.
Musharraf will see you all very soon.
Right. Yes.
He
In
nods
the
to
morning.
himself as if that was very impactful and meaningful.
Everyone's just
I am-
confused as hell.
Good night, Musharraf. I hope you sleep well.
Musharraf wishes you good tidings and good night. Musharraf also recommends you leave personal details.
Personal details?
Musharraf thinks your supply may have been stolen.
Ah,
Oh.
right. Because all of us came in. No one really watched what was happening outside. Should we leave our things with you for right now, then?
Musharraf likes space. Musharraf thinks, stick to oneself. Musharraf thinks good idea not to talk to the people out there. Musharraf thinks less is they weren't helping themselves. Why should you help them?
During this,
Musharraf
I'm gonna-
thinks you're being kind of clinky.
I'm gonna try to politely bow out and just go make sure our stuff is still at the tent.
You walk in, your tent is fucking ravaged.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
well, there you go.
Alrighty.
Scheisse.
I shall head out and rebuild a tent, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Musharraf.
Musharraf wishes you all good night.
That's rude.
Sheriff's gonna help out.
I'm guessing our stuff is gone.
Yeah, just about all your supplies that you brought with you from the pit stop have been taken.
No.
Are there any like footprints leading away from it that
There's
are
a-
not ours?
There's a lot of footprints, but then again, there's a lot of footprints all over camp and all over this place.
Would Earth have any idea who did it, or is it just too, like, literally a child? A bunch of fucking children could have, like,
I'm
Somalia
assuming-
helicoptered it.
I'm kind of
It's-
assuming the whole camp got in on it.
It's kind of hard to tell.
Okay.
You can roll me an investigation if you want, but
And I
Whatever.
will. Because there was.
and
Oh,
he
shit, I got a nat
did.
20.
First roll, boy. That's good.
Yeah, boys.
Oh.
I
I
will
will get
too.
that nat 20, though.
Earth, just to be mean, because
Oh.
I think it'll be funny. I'm turning Earth's 19 into a 6.
Yes.
No! He got a 20!
All right.
I have to use it sometime today.
Aww.
I have inspiration. I'm gonna use it. Dang
That's
it!
the first thing I
Hey.
did today.
I haven't had the chance to use it all day.
All right.
There you
I
go for
want to
it.
use it.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Alright. You got something
Okay.
higher. That's nice.
All right. So you think you have it. You think you have something, Earth. You think you've cracked the case, but then suddenly the sand blows over what you were looking at. And now it's hidden forever. But
God
Everyone
damn
else-
it, Mongrel.
everyone
My
else,
fifth nat 20.
you turn to see Mongrel wiggling his fingers, going magic. It was fate, fated to happen. But yeah, you all slowly investigate, and Corda's initial fear is kind of on the money. That there's so many footprints inside of it. This isn't just a small team. This is probably everyone in the camp. So,
And my 16 gleans us nothing, I'm assuming.
There goes my
no, that's
usefulness.
essentially like,
Oh, that's the
all
best
of
we
your
can get.
combined effort kind of pulled together. It's like everyone kind of comes to their like closer to the truth, but then you kind of put all the pieces together. So
Fair, we could burn the entire camp down.
I was thinking about
Oh
it.
no, we have what we want now, so I think it's best that we just leave these people here.
Yes, let's them rot.
Alright.
Perhaps though we should leave someone to watch at night. Why don't you let me take first, and the rest of you have a wonderful night's sleep.
Well, if you insist.
This person's still watching all this unfold.
Dude, let's go back to his tent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Earth retires for the night.
Yep.
Alright. Anything else anyone else wants to do before I call it there for this session?
I think it's a good place to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Everybody
Mongrel
packs
will get bored and forge one more thing out of
Mongrel get
absolutely
bored and
nothing.
fart.
That's what I heard too.
Um, ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Alright.
Smithing tools with dexterity. Submit in a normal roll.
Oh! Oh!
Alright. You make something akin to an antique. What are you making?
I'm
Are
making
you-
an I guess I'm making a totem tadagi as a way of saying this shall protect this camp from hopefully being attacked by demons.
Alright. And where are you gonna put this stuff?
Gonna get stolen.
I mean, I might as well. I think maybe. Which direction is Vaklastan?
It's
Is it over here,
this-
or
yeah, it's
right
north
here?
away out of here. Like, think of
I'm
this
just
as like, north to south, and it's just straight north from here. Like, that's the entrance.
I guess I'll climb this watchtower and just kind of hang it on the watch.
Alright.
And then climb back down.
Yeah, as you do, as long as you're in camp, you have advantage on all smithing rolls. Shrug.
Yay.
You do
I'm
something.
hopefully that helps someone here.
Yeah. So, yeah. On that note, everyone kind of gets their bed rolls out, kind of finds a way to mitigate some of the sand, and lays down for the night and lets themselves get lulled away to sleep. And that is how we're gonna end this session for the day.
I finally got inspiration, guys.
Finally.
I did
know,
it.
Did it.
finally.
I
Alright.
did it.
What's up, Cole?
You did it.
Yep.
Man,
You've
can you
done
imagine
it.
if Mongrel would have changed your roll too?
Wait, how did you do
was
that?
anyway? Is that a wizard thing?
So,
Roll.
let me grab my thingamabob here. So I am now a
Oh
a
no.
wizard
Divination.
of divination.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, divination
Oh.
wizard. Okay.
Or no, it's a portent. That's one.
There.
So
Yeah.
after every long rest, I can roll 2 d20s, and then switch them out for an ability roll, a strength, or an attack, or like a saving throw of any creature that I see,
Yep.
That's amazing.
and I get 2 of them.
You rolled a
At
6.
later levels, I get more, and I rolled a 6 and a 9, and the 9 disappears for now because I didn't use it.
That's fine. You just roll again.
Yeah, either way's useful, high or low. It's nice.
Yeah. And I just wanted to use that, and I thought it'd be funny.
That's amazing. I love that. I love that.
So, since that is the end of the session, I regret to inform everybody that there not much experience, but there is some stuff I got to start cooking up. So,
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
expect some cool stuff in the near future. Is there anything else I can address in terms of questions or concerns or just general banter?
Yeah. So when do I get my my minigun? I think
What?
that's a Rune Knight level 4 ability, but I haven't
Okay.
gotten it yet.
Well, you
All
should
right,
have put it in your sheet,
I'll
you
have to-
dumbass.
I'll have to look into that.
All right. I'll find. There's like a specific link that has it on. I'll send it. I'll send it to you. Just trust me.
All right, cool.
It might
I
be on
blindly
Earth
trust all my
Arcana,
numbers.
though.
How are you doing today,
You-
Boo?
I'm doing pretty good today, honestly. So, I felt good waking up. I felt good doing stuff, and I felt good putting the finishing touches on this session. So,
That's good.
Mhm.
What's
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I'm okay with just letting this one slide. The last champion she spoke of was Sarav.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring.
Oh.
So,
Ew.
Yeah, no,
Bring
I wouldn't have guessed that.
No, I wouldn't either. Oh, okay, that thing. I get it
I'm
now.
fully expecting things.
I
To,
100% get it now.
I'm fully expecting things to come to a head between Corda and Ephraim at some point over this.
perhaps.
Yeah,
But-
everyone's like chosen or some shit. I'm just a fucking
You're
dude.
just some. You're just a guy.
You're
I'm
just
the
some
guy
guy.
from Spy Kids. There we
This
go.
whole episode, I was just sitting and realized, like, man, I didn't really give Corda's story anywhere to go other than, ooh, I just want to go on an adventure. And
I kinda-
as
There
I,
you go.
I was kind of feeling that way, and I was like, I see. He's going back to the God of Outcasts, eh? Well,
Can't
if
have
No.
no
that.
one has, if no one has anything for Musharrif, then I will come up with a way. So,
I'll convert someone.
I mean, essentially, yeah. It's also a thing of I want to bring this back. So,
Cool.
fair enough.
Uh,
I'll admit the Hampton thing is mostly me kind of metagaming because I kind of have a soft spot since I kind of helped think him up, but I'm also trying not to force it too much because I don't want to be that guy.
hmm
So.
One last thing. There is another NPC in this red tent on the far end of camp, and that's very long. That's something for next session, though.
Alright.
But yeah, that's about it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yeah, the biggest lore drop thing I was talking about was the revelation that all this time since the War of Mad God, people have been worshipping not Trentacase.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
So
That's fucking spooky.
yeah, that's the big thing there. We will see what transpires from that, because essentially the demand he's making is, hey, just kind of like tell the church they're wrong.
Molly, why do you keep doing this?
Because
No,
the
it's
church
like-
is wrong.
Interact with me.
God.
Interact with me.
I'm rolling dice, Molly. It's not very nice of you.
It's not very poggers.
Rolling.
Not very poggers. Sweet. That was fun.
Well, you are.
Yeah.
I'm afraid you're not my little
Yes.
pog champ. I'm sorry.
So that's that. Thank you everyone for playing, and thank you for your continuing patience just getting to this session. Oof.
Yeah, it took a little while. I think it was worth it.
Yeah. This was a crazy weekend. So
Oh yeah.
happens.
That's
Alrighty.
it. That's all I got. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for playing. We did a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Indeed.
that was a busy session.
It was.
Yeah.
And yeah. I guess I'll see everybody next time.
All right.
Yeah.
yeah.